Okay, we are live.
Welcome to Session 7 of our Earthfall GURPS campaign. I am Gigermann, today's GM.
Hey-o!
Fueled and cleared to taxi,
Maybe.
more or less. Alright. Does anyone have any bookkeeping to take care of before we officially begin?
I improved my light machine gun skill by 1.
I have some points to spend. I just don't know what I'll spend it on.
I will say that, at least specifically in Heinlein's case, there might be a good reason to save some points for the end. I don't know if that's necessarily the case for anyone else, but specifically him.
Because he's the important character. The rest of you are just my sidekicks.
And I'm strangely okay with that.
I don't think that was actually accurate. Well, I suppose I can unspend the point that I spent.
Yeah, you don't have to. I think you get 2 today and 3 next week. If we stick to the usual plan.
I guess I will get better at riding my motorcycles.
Yeah, I keep wondering if motorcycle is really the right thing for the ATV. It does work the same way, but it's 4 wheels, and that's completely different. Not that
It's
I'm
a cycle.
making a case for changing it.
It's a cycle with a motor.
Why is that? What does light machine gun default off of?
I think it'll
Probably
default of
rifle.
any other guns. Probably rifle.
No, I'm double checking because it's like GCA. I took the point away, and it's like, hey, well, I'm taking both of the points away, and you're now at 13. I'm like, but what? Huh?
I hate when it does that. Alright, anybody else?
I might throw some points into observation.
Didn't you just do that?
Last session I did, yes.
Are you expecting to observe something?
I'm going to be observing a UFO, apparently.
I'm telling you, that is totally going to be one of the. That's going to be XCOM. It should be XCOM.
Okay, I have no more points to spend, so I'm good.
Zen focus.
Wake up!
Having just begun to investigate a crashed plane near the highway, the Sci-Fi Book Club finds itself staring at a distant hovering UFO.
This doesn't look like the other ones we've seen, does it?
No, it does not.
I don't see a UFO. I see a road.
I'm getting there.
You failed your perception.
That's true. I might have failed my perception.
I must have.
No,
too.
wait. I was the one that made the perception last time.
Were you? Yeah, I think you were. Well, I think multiple
because
people
Chandler
actually
was
made
going
it.
off to investigate the crashed plane, and I was setting up. Wow, it's on fire now.
I kept saying it was on fire, but I didn't like the fact that I didn't have a good picture of it on
You
fire.
said it was on
so
fire?
I fixed it. Yeah.
Okay, I guess it was on fire. I don't
Well,
recall it being on fire.
Okay, just to clarify, I said it was smoldering and not
That's
actively
not
on
smoldering.
fire. That is,
That's
I'm
actively
making
on fire.
a small retcon. I thought maybe actually being on fire would be slightly more dramatic and make more sense in the long run. But there it is. So
It's a firestorm.
all right, and Heinlein turns to see the that hovering in the distance.
UFO!
Clearly, there was a change of special effects supervisor from last episode to this one because the VFX went ballistic with the fire.
Mm-hmm. Because that never happens. Okay, so I would like to establish where everybody was. I know that JP and Damien were at the crashed plane, having gone on the ATV out there to look it over. Everybody else is back at the truck. The only one I recall specifically saying anything was Heinlein, who was posted up on the roof of the truck with the LMG covering the crash.
That sounds correct to me.
So that leaves basically Reese.
I was probably near the truck, exercising the dog.
Okay, so out of the truck, running about a little.
Yeah,
Got
probably just a few 10 yards from the vehicle, kind of keeping an eye on the road while, exercising the dog.
All right, so
Don't mean to alarm everyone, but there's a UFO.
let me see. So I'm going to do a little bit of a cutscene. Do not be alarmed.
Ah!
You will find yourself unable to act momentarily.
Crap, we're in a... What is it?
Help, I'm in a cutscene.
And I'm wearing different clothes in cutscene.
And I got different weapons, so we were supposed to go somewhere else.
You have different weapons.
Yeah, have you never seen that in stupid cutscenes where it's like
right.
you go into it with one thing, and then the cutscene starts, and suddenly you're using something else. Mass Effect was really bad about that because it's like I got Ashley out of that crappy ass pink armor as quickly as possible, and then I'd go into a cutscene and she's wearing it again, and I'm like, no.
She just wore it for special occasions, that's all.
So Reese is out front of the truck. Shane's out there too. He'd probably be smoking if he was a smoker.
Maybe
and
he's become a smoker.
And you guys are all basically transfixed on this shiny floating object in the air, sitting perfectly still, even though there's a not insignificant amount of wind out here. When you hear from the right side of the truck, a little ways away across the road, the sound of Robert shrieking.
Oh, am I gonna have to shoot him?
And you guys basically all turn to see him, having been taking a leak at the opposite side of the road. He is standing a couple of yards away from a small gray fellow and was surprised to see him, while he hurriedly, with his one good arm, holsters his cock and tries to unholster his pistol.
He's going to get anal probed. We should do nothing.
I will.
We can't do anything. We're in a cinematic cutscene.
Cutscene's
yes.
not over. The creature does not move or react in any way you can determine, and at the same time, Robert basically freezes in place, gun almost at the ready. At the same time, JP and Damien hear somewhat of that shriek coming from back of the truck and look over. And you guys see a similar creature about 10 yards away from you, staring at you near the crash. And at roughly that same time, you again react to movement out of the corner of your eye as that disc that you were previously observing moves quickly and to a hover about 50 feet above the crashed plane, seemingly immune to inertia.
Why is this alien smoking? Yeah, he has like wisps of smoke coming off him.
He's really, really cold.
I don't have a witty answer for that right now.
That's a fail on the GM's part.
I do feel like that's a failure.
Damien will sort of hold his hand up, doing the whole Spock, live long and prosperous hand sign, and he'll say, "I am Groot." How many franchises was that? 2, 3.
Where do you get 3?
No, 2.
No, what you have
Australian math.
you have to say the greeting from the Transformers movie.
Ba weep grana weep needy bomb.
Like that. At this point, I will consider your pleas for what you would like to do.
I want to give him an American greeting. I am whipping that light machine gun around to cover him with a loud, "What the fuck is that?"
I thought you might do something along that line. How about the rest of you? So Damien is attempting a greeting.
Are we feeling threatened? Like,
I'm feeling
actively threatened?
I don't know. Do you
There's-
feel threatened?
There's feeling scared and anxious and stuff, but are they
There's
being
no
threatening?
obvious weapons, right?
They're staring at you, and it seems almost menacing. No, you don't see that they're holding anything.
So I'll move up to Robert, hand on, rifle slung, but hand on my pistol in the holster, ready to fast draw, and kind of like, "Robert, you okay, man?" And then kind of like, if there's no obvious weapon, I'll move up to Robert to see if there's something I can do, and like just
There's an alien there.
exactly. It's like I don't know.
Okay, so your reaction and just sort of creep over to John and see what you can do to help.
Right.
Maybe we should tell him, "If you want Robert, you can have him."
Oh noes, they're in the combat tracker and they're red.
Bah!
Dun, dun, dun.
You're not supposed to be looking at that.
My old combat tracker is one of the only. I always have it open. Do you not always have it open?
No, it takes up too
You
much
know,
space.
you can hide them from it.
Oh, right. Takes
Well,
up too
I
much
decided
space on
not
your
to.
one monitor.
If a battle map or map comes out, I'm going to fast draw.
It's not combat though.
That's what I mean. If a map comes out,
Daniel's
then I fast draw.
Shut up.
Now, you know what? I forgot that.
So since Julie and Damien are over at the plane, there's no greys standing around us. It's just the UFO hovering above.
Uh-oh, that looks like a combat map.
Fast draw.
Who knew that we were going to be driving over the Google logo?
You could have guessed that, maybe. It seemed like a likely place to stop.
What a coincidence to stop right on the Google logo.
Just cover up the 2020. So, yeah, I wasn't going to put him in the truck like that. That'll never work. We know where he is. So...
Is that something significant? Or is that just a map glitch?
That is not a map glitch. That is a marker, a measurement marker for me. So which side of the car, or which side of the truck did Reese move to? Or start to move to, I should say.
Probably the front passenger corner.
Okay. All right. So, what about JP? Was he doing anything, or just crapping himself?
Probably a little bit of crapping myself, but then also, is there anything on the wrist? Do I feel anything weird in my head? Just got to make sure.
You do
Feel
not
the
currently
urge to turn against your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You do not currently feel anything rummaging in your mind.
That's good. It's where I keep my thoughts.
All right.
No.
Having established what everybody's roughly doing, first thing you will notice is that as Heinlein picks up the M249 and hauls it around, Robert steps between you and it.
Gosh, I might have to shoot through him.
And holds up his pistol, but he has a very confused look on his face and says, "Guys, what am I doing?"
Getting in my way! Move!
Wait. We should see how this plays out.
It's like, well, okay, so his hand is kind of lifting, and he's saying it's not him. So I'm going to go ahead and draw on the thing. It's like, let him go, whatever you're doing, let him go.
All right. Woola is definitely growling at this point and kind of looking back at you.
All right, I'm sure Woola's tensed and ready, and I'm pretty much ready to send a go get it kind of gesture. But I figure we're
And
kind
Woola
of
might go, no.
well,
do you know how it smells
You go
like?
get it.
actually, I
In
think
the
what would be kind of
meantime-
funny is are we in real time, or down to
We
seconds, or-
are in semi-combat time at the moment.
okay? So if
So I'm aiming.
Yeah, basically.
So what I'm going to do is if his hand keeps going up to his head or like moving, I'm going to sick Woola on Robert to take him down.
Right. Okay. I need 4. Let's see. No, we'll do that first. Damien can give me a will check. All right. Yeah. Damien, let's see. Damien, as he fast draws his pistol, basically throws it. His whole body kind of goes limp, and he drops to his knees and drops the gun.
Oh no, you're gonna get anal probed.
You are mentally stunned.
Sad face. If I'm gonna get anal probed, as long as he proceeds or he starts with the thumb.
Oh no, it's gonna be a big old chainsaw thing. You seen Space Truckers?
Ugh.
Exactly.
All right. So let me see. I believe. Yeah, crap. I went ahead and closed that. Yeah, give me a second.
You should create an effect called stun mental. Or mental stun.
Yeah, if only someone had done the effects like we'd asked. You slacker. Australian slacker.
I believe with the mental
One day.
stun thing, it is the deal where you have to make the IQ checks to recover.
Okay, but it'd be nice to have an effect I could drop on myself. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not proficient with the effects.
You should create a module, Brian.
Yeah, I probably should.
Do I need to do anything with that?
So you go stunned and probably in brackets mental. That's what I normally do.
Yeah.
And you should change it to sec plus. Because it's an increasing effect, yeah.
Well, it doesn't. It's not a timer.
Right, but if you don't put a condition thing on it, then it'll decrease.
Oh.
Actually, no. If you leave the number field blank and the sec plus field blank, then I think it's just a indefinite effect.
Well, let me see. Okay. Yeah, try that again. That's better. Okay, now that's a thing.
And there you've been educated. You learn stuff.
I learned a thing. I feel like I learned a thing. All right. So mental stun. I know that is an IQ check to recover. I do not recall if there was anything more to it than that.
No, unless there's other conditions, that's all it is. But depending on what caused the mental stun, I could be at the same penalties as whatever their margin of success was.
I didn't see anything relating to that, so I'm going to assume that's no. Yeah, it would have been nice if they had actually put the page numbers for that in the book. At any rate, you can go ahead and make the roll.
What the hell? Why is my will 10 and my IQ is 13?
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed. So, you want me to make a roll now?
Yeah.
Again? Nope.
Well, the first one was his resistance. No, that wasn't will, though. I thought that was IQ. Not that it probably matters in this case.
Why is your will
Sure,
10?
might. Yeah.
I'm
Did you
checking.
gently reduce it?
I may have. I'm just checking my GCA.
Ah, okay.
The blog thing has it at 13. Not the blog, the wiki.
As does GCA. Weird. Okay. Either way, that would have still been a failure.
Yeah, still would have been bad, yeah.
Right. You're not
The first one may have been a success, though.
Okay, so you did nothing, and you attempted to recover. You failed to recover. Moving on.
No, the first one would have probably been an opposed roll. So.
No, you already did that before.
Yeah, but he rolled off of a will of 10, and it should have been a will of 13.
Doesn't matter. In this case, I was...
IQ.
The first roll. You said will check. And he rolled, but he rolled off of a will of 10, and it should have been a will of 13.
Right. Okay. Now, that was a contest, and he still would have failed.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought was the case. I just wasn't sure.
Now we're on the same page. All right. All right. What's Reese up to?
So I'm gonna since we're in full rounds, I'm gonna command Woola to bring down to disable Robert's gun hand or arm.
Gotcha.
Basically, Woola gun, kind of thing.
Got it. Now, do you need to do any somatic components to that, or can you just do a verbal command?
I don't know.
I'm wondering if you could do something else while you're doing that.
Well,
firearm?
Yeah, because I can do it with one hand and then draw my gun with the other, kind of thing.
True. Okay, so you will ready a pistol?
Yep, fast draw pistol and sick Woola on Robert's gun arm.
All right. Wow. Well, you're certainly properly motivated at this point.
Do you need to make a animal handling check for that? I know in D&D you do, but I don't know how that works in this case.
I would think that would be reasonable, although I don't
Yeah,
have a specific mechanic for it. At least I'm not aware of one.
I could roll it in the box and you can decide.
Yeah, the dog
Um,
might go, "Fuck you! I'm not gonna go eat that. Look at it. It's
Well,
got big
it's not.
black eyes and it
I, I'll,
smells
I'm,
funny."
well,
say
it
a
could
gun.
be.
You said gun, and
Yeah,
your dog
yeah.
attacks me.
Well, I pointed. I kind of gestured towards Robert, and Willa recognizes I'm focused on Robert, not. I mean, the worst case scenario is Willa goes for the alien instead of Robert. Or
Oh,
well,
right, yeah. Okay, you said gun. Sorry.
no,
So why is he attacking Robert's gun arm?
because it's to Reese's viewpoint, Robert's bringing the gun to his own head. So Willa's trying to.
Has that been established?
No,
No.
no, it
Robert
has
is
not. But that's what it's.
Robert
Reese
is
is
pointing.
seeing. Yeah.
Robert is pointing the gun at John.
Oh, even worse. It's he's turning the gun on us, and I don't want to necessarily shoot Robert right away.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I just didn't
so
think it was established that he was
I thought
pointing the gun at
I-
anyone.
he's turning the gun and he's saying he doesn't have control. So I'm taking control away from him further by disabling his arm.
Who gave him a
With
gun in
Willa.
the first place? When we go to shoot him later, he might be able to defend himself.
He hasn't done anything to bother anybody except drink a lot.
I don't know. I like John,
So
and
keep
John
that
doesn't
in
like
mind.
Robert.
So
Of course,
keep
he
that
hasn't.
in mind when he tries to shoot. He's like mostly shit faced. Ah, it just occurred to me. It's like suddenly the alien is gonna start. Whoa, man! I think I'm drunk.
Turn.
Yes, it is.
Damn it, I didn't pack the tin foil today.
Okay, so this numbskull is starting to point the gun at me. I am continuing to aim at the alien. Crap. I'm gonna move the damn truck. I'm gonna shift slightly. One step while I'm still aiming. So this is gonna be the additional round of aim, while shouting at him to get the hell out of the way.
Jules.
All right.
Yeah, you guys are actually facing that way.
Oh, okay, they are on the map. I had to zoom way the hell out.
Yeah.
Surprise! Yeah,
Where's
probably
there's their alien.
draw my pistol and just sort of like try to keep an eye out, see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of those cases where having the map recenter would be helpful.
I think the map does center on the person's turn.
I know, I just usually have it turned off. Let's see. What am I going to do with you guys? Yeah, looks like the guy with the big old machine gun is probably the bigger threat here.
He can't do anything to me.
He can make you do a will check.
Okay, do I get any bonuses because I'm in combat?
Nope, not for this.
What about the fact that I'm fit and I have high pain threshold? Hey, I'm trying.
I realize that. No,
And I'm an alien.
those are physical. Well, if that has an effect, then that might be a secret. Oh my god!
I'm looking at my will, going, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna roll crap. I just know it. Oops! I had a bunch of extra crap on there. I failed by one.
You are aiming your brain.
That's about right. Okay. Yeah. you are going to panic.
I don't want to panic. Oh, do I get to choose what I do with the panic? Because I would totally shoot Robert.
If you fire, it's not going to be necessarily where you want it to go.
Well, if you recall, panic at least in the newer game,
Yeah, I remember.
It can be I'm going to hunker down and start shooting, or I'm going to run away, or I just shoot randomly.
It is whatever you do is going to be ineffectual.
I can't shoot Robert.
But I will let you choose.
Okay, so describe how this actually is working. I mean, what's actually happening?
Panic. So, in your head, you get this is like an actual panic attack. So in your head, you get the sense of dread, and your heart rate shoots through the roof, and you can't breathe, and you think everything is coming down around you.
Crap, because he's the type that, just looking at his ads and disads, he's the type that is you attack the source.
Well, he might blind fire.
I think he's gonna blind fire.
Robert's dead.
That's entirely possible.
Would be hilarious, but so I will have you make 2 rolls, and basically this is area fire.
Okay, so how does area fire work?
It doesn't really matter in this case. Basically, if you crit, you're probably going to hit somebody.
So do I need to apply the range and all of the other stuff?
Not in this case, no.
Is there something weird about John's token on the map? Because if you mouse over him, his name
He's
doesn't.
under the truck.
Okay.
All right, so Heinlein opens up with the light machine gun, and everybody knows it's on. Although he doesn't seem to be aiming at anything in particular. And Robert is very, very scared. Meanwhile,
that was 12 rounds. None of them hit. That sucks.
He's waving it around like a fire hose. Couldn't focus on the actual enemy. I need for Jules to make a will check.
I don't like these guys. I think we should kill them.
I think you're right.
Wow, that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Holy God. I think somebody left Brian's GM cheats on. I wasn't intending to do that.
You are now its alien bitch.
Yeah, you suddenly you suddenly find yourself unable to control your own motors.
Oh.
Oh wow, really? With a success by 6? Urgh. Yeah. Cheats on.
And at this point, the UFO hovering over the aircraft
They're gonna take Chandler and Wells.
Sort of dips down, and there's not that anybody's actually looking at it at this point, but there's a bit of a distortion from beneath it, and the air around the crash site sort of gusts out and puts out the fire.
get him. Oh, that's probably a terror. Dog's probably like, hesitates with all the gunfire.
Yeah, Willow knows gunfire.
Yeah.
Automatic gunfire?
It's got combat reflexes.
Let's
Your
see.
dog gets combat reflexes. That's awesome.
He's combat trained.
Oh, this is gonna be cool. My son's gonna step out of the truck and go, no, and
Okay.
gesture at the dude, and he's gonna explode. I'm just not sure if it's gonna be. It's not sure if it's gonna be Robert that's gonna explode or the alien.
All right, bullet takes off like a bullet.
Woof! I'm telling you, he's gonna step out of the truck and say no and gesture like Neo, and the alien's gonna explode.
James was standing outside the passenger door over there. Actually, that'd probably be back around the crew cab. And you guys all had the windows open because it's freaking hot. And he's like reflexively just bolting through the window, not even opening the door, just trying to get inside behind cover.
All right, I trained him well.
Robert looks very, very bothered about his situation, but cannot seem to do anything about it.
He doesn't get like another will check? Damn.
I wonder if it'd be better to send Wooler at the alien controlling him.
Shane is...
Quick, Shane, shoot Robert.
Shane is fiddling with his AK sling, trying to get that sucker pointed in the right direction. Damien.
You should have also create a thing for panic. I don't know what the difference is.
Oh, well, technically it's the same in this case.
Okay, comes out a stun.
You can use a mental stun for that.
Damn it, I don't want to be mental stunned.
Only
Well,
one
you
shoot the
can
alien.
try to come out of it.
I'm going to take my whole
I
damn
can-
round.
I can step a name, right?
Yes.
Don't bother aiming, just shoot. Oh, wait, you don't want to hit
Well, I got a guy in between me and the stinking alien.
You
He's
Who?
trying not to kill Robert.
Or
All right, step and aim.
Right, so this is IQ. Is that right?
Yes, IQ.
Do I get the combat reflexes bonus for that?
I don't believe so.
That's disappointing. I want it because I only
I know
got
that.
the
I know
IQ
that
of
affects
12.
surprise, but I don't think it affects this. But you didn't need it. And I can potentially stand corrected on that, by the way.
So I guess that means I am no longer stunned.
So you do
But
nothing, but you are no longer stunned. So you're not emptying any more ammunition. Jules,
Okay.
you are no longer in control of yourself. You are going to start walking toward the nearest hole in the aircraft.
Okay.
And you are very concerned about the fact that you can't seem to stop doing that.
I'm pretty sure in anatomy and physiology, this is what's called not supposed to happen.
Well, you've always wondered about aliens and the anal probing thing.
Says who?
Just not in this way.
Is there still heat radiating from the extinguished fire?
Well, yes, I would say there probably still is, but then again, it's also really hot out here.
Yeah, see, we're
And
kind of
also, it's
hosed.
really smoky over there.
We're kind of hosed because even if we kill the two guys on the ground, the one that's clearly flying the thing might just shoot us with, lasers.
Let me see here. Actually, you do that. Nope. Okay, it has acknowledged that there's a dog coming in there. Meeny, miny, mo. Let's see. Odds it's the dog. Evens it's the cowboy. Evens it is. Your turn. We'll check.
Can you do it, Mark? That's a pretty good roll.
That is a pretty good roll.
Let's see if the cheats are still on.
Not that time. Okay,
Then get out of my brain.
You feel your heart rate go up, and you feel that sudden panic set in, like it's all coming down on you, but you're still maintaining your focus.
Get out of my mind.
Let's see. This guy, on the other hand, I know. So the alien over by the plane crash is going to sort of start escorting Jules wherever he's going, but Damien will notice that the gun that he dropped in front of him starts to sort of crawl away from him.
Crawl as in it grows legs?
Not as in grows legs, as in starts scooching along the ground.
In which direction?
Toward it. The UFO itself doesn't do anything else necessarily. It just hovers there like it's on a damn strut or something. Woola makes contact with the gun arm of Mr. Little and takes him immediately down to the ground with it. And it's just, "Rawr, rawr, rawr, rawr."
Sorry, Robert.
No, you're not.
A little bit.
Well, I shouldn't be laughing at that.
Robert is grappled and could end up losing the use of his other arm, which would be hilarious also. That was odd. Oh,
Oh, the modifiers aren't listed.
are they
I
not?
see him. You probably don't have them turned on.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see, James. So James is still in the process of crawling through the window. You might actually, out of the corner of John's eye, see his legs sticking out. Robert is completely unable to do anything about the dog and just goes down. Shane is in step 2 of his unlimber process.
Is the gun out of reach?
A little. Like if you were to jump on it, you could probably get it.
Okay, that's what Damien will do. He will jump on this gun to try and get it. And perhaps ready it if he can.
If you want, you can do the, what is it, Dex -3 to quick ready from the ground.
How many pennies do I have?
You have some. And damn it, I
have
completely
3.
forgot about them.
Can I stack bennies?
Yeah.
Alright, I will attempt to do the quick ready from the ground.
Very well.
Now I can spend bennies after the fact.
Yeah. Not that you need it.
Thank you, Cheats. So, the gun is ready. Can I shoot?
No, but this does mean that you can shoot next round, as opposed to having to fiddle with it. All right. Well, Reese fought through the mental blow.
I'm still not seeing the modifiers.
So you turn on the module?
Oh, is it on a module?
Library, module.
No, I mean on the map. The map, like where it says 9 yards and it gives me the, negative whatever.
Well, that has to be enabled by the GM.
Oops.
Bad GM.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I have created a modifier under my rifle where I'm like range 03 to 04 and out to 100 yards just so I don't have to mess with that.
Well, it's causing some serious, brain messages. So I'm going to
shoot it in the big ass head.
Size mod 0, by the way.
To shoot the skull.
Rounds out.
I wonder if they should actually have differing penalties for the skull.
I would almost say swap it. So if you go for the face, it's at -7. If you go for the skull, it's -5. Because they are almost lopsided.
Yeah, but when you get from behind, it should be it should be reversed again, and that doesn't work. Not that that's a huge problem.
If you go from behind, it should be even easier to hit the skull and harder to hit the face.
Well, typically that is true. No, I think I'd probably, if I were going to modify it, I would probably make it 6/6. It's different, but it's not that different.
Is the scale in that UFO pitch?
Wow. Okay, that's a body shot.
Yeah, well, rounds into the center mass.
So the scale, correct? They come up to the waist on that, like soldier dude?
It's more like mid stomach.
I'd say they're probably a little taller than that one. Not a lot. They're going to be about 5 feet tall. Brain. Oh, right. Doing that thing. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Well, apparently it wasn't prepared for that. 2 hits. How?
Hold on, let me see if I've got any bonuses. Does it have vitals?
Yes.
First shot. Second shot. Oh, second shot.
That would have been nice.
So it's on a 6, right?
1.
Oh.
Other
Why
way.
didn't you use the torso thing?
I don't know. Didn't even think about it.
Had to go dig for it.
Was it the chest?
Yeah.
So you could have done that.
All right, we're We're gonna put
Oh
his
wait,
stuff.
that wouldn't have worked because I was at -4. That'd been normal effect. No.
Okay. Well,
That is PI ++ for the hollow points.
hold on just a second.
But if it does have armor, he gets his DR is increased.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because they're hollow points.
Yep.
Okay. Stand by anyway.
Standing by, waiting on the GM.
Okay. That means he is going to take that. Not that. And okay. You plug him twice in the chest. You see impact. You see that he rocks back a bit from it, and you do not
Mind
see
spray.
any spray of anything. You would generally read that as you did not penetrate.
Okay.
Step and begin aiming. Since I had to
Okay,
come out
now
of
you're-
crazy last.
Your motion in that truck is limited. That bed is full.
Then I'm not going to step, and I'm just going to start aiming. Let's see.
You're no
Hold
longer
on.
obstructed.
Yeah, let's see. How difficult would that be to do that? If I go this, do this.
Shots on goal.
Let's see. Am I considered? I'm considered higher, right?
You are elevated at
Does
that
that
point.
apply?
I don't think that's going to do
remember.
anything. It would affect the range, but at this close, it's not going to affect it that much.
Well, if there's no line of fire, then it's a good thing I got a pretty decent roll there.
No, what I'm saying is Robert is prone. I didn't put the thing on there.
Okay, well, if that's the case,
Good God, man.
Tried to fail. I'm still a little weirded out.
Did you not fail?
I did fail.
Let's see. Do I make Robert roll for that?
It wasn't a crit fail.
No, but he is
freaking close.
He's close. Go ahead and throw another one. Capped at 9.
So let's see. That's gonna be okay. Well, of course.
Good God. Well,
Oops.
Kill it dead.
No, that's on Robert.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Give me some hit
What about
locations. I'm assuming that Woola was pulling his arm away from him, so he's not actually in line.
Well, that's not really gonna matter terribly. He's still gonna. Can he not attempt to dodge?
No, he can't.
Controlled.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, I think I just
Robert.
Hey, I can blame it on the alien. So crit hit location. Okay, that's not gonna matter considering this is gonna do some decent damage. So is it all 3?
All 5.
Yeah.
No, it was only 3 that.
3 hits. Oh, I see.
It was capped yet. So second location, I'm grimacing as I keep expecting for a freaking headshot.
Vital set.
Oof.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
dear.
about right. Okay. Let's
I knew I
see.
shouldn't have done that.
So that's going to be
Impulsiveness.
33 and 6, 39.
Oh my gosh. We
So
just watched you.
something to note here is if this had been any other character, I would not have taken that shot because
That's true.
no, I'm not. I mean, not with Robert
Yeah.
there. I mean, if I was playing another character,
Oh,
I
if you
wouldn't have
played
taken that
another
shot.
character.
Yeah, but he's impulsive, so I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what?
This ain't good.
I think I may have killed you.
You killed him.
Oh!
In
No, I
front
didn't.
of
It was
James.
the alien.
Is it like
No, James can't see it. Not yet.
automatic dead or is it mortally wounded dead?
No, he's dead.
Wasn't
Not that you
me,
can
it
tell
was
at the
the
moment.
alien.
So what I figure probably happened is he's sort of flopping around. He's got the dog there yanking on his arm, and he kind of flopped up at the last second as you were coming in a bit low, and he just walked right into it.
Well, on the bright side, Reese, actually, all 4 of the PCs have had at least a little bit of experience of these dudes messing with their brains.
That's true. You could always make that excuse.
That's probably, like, yeah, I wouldn't have, that was a dumb shot. Why would I take it?
We're so going to start wearing tinfoil hats from now on.
All right, Jules. You are going to keep walking.
And I'm walking.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. So,
Wow.
Daniel, since that's your very favorite character, does that mean I get extra character points for killing him?
Technically, Heinlein gets a Benny for killing Nicolas Cage. Even accidentally. Okay, well, this
Well, if I
alien
know
knows
that.
he's in a bit of a pickle here. Let's see. I need to stop one of you guys. But which one?
The guy with the machine gun.
Well, the guy with the machine. Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna pick on Heinlein some more. All right, make the roll.
Well, he is unlucky. What am I rolling?
Will. Oh, that's kind of a weak ass roll. Indeed. You know what? I'm going to take your Benny back. On your behalf. And you just made it. So you felt it. You felt it coming again, and you choked it back.
Get out of my head!
And also, he is sort of moving away.
Yeah, that's lovely. Awesome.
Yeah, that's not good for him.
Well, there's dragging freaking Robert clear. Brings him over to the Reese. He's like, I got him! But
so the alien at the crash was telekinetically pulling on that gun, and now he realizes there's resistance, and he's like, eh?
Yeah, I'd probably wave Will off at this point. Because John's over there shooting like a crazy person, shoot my
Yeah.
dog.
You saw blood going everywhere at that point. You know he got hit hard.
And I'm screaming, so it's probably the alien's fault.
I wonder if Willow would just back off on his own if he. Will they stop if the gun is released?
I don't know.
No.
I don't. I don't think so. I think they go until the command is given.
Yeah, I think he's still
'Cause
got
they're-
hold of him. All right, so James is fully. I don't want to call it cover because bullets would go right through the damn door, but he's inside the vehicle. Let's see. What is that? Okay. And Shane is now got his rifle up, and he is coming up to the front of the truck to brace against it. Damien.
So, -4.
Now, I think I would consider you to be grappled by the gun at this point. Although it's pulling it toward itself, so it's kind of helping. So rather than dig around for it, I'll just say it's -2 instead of 4.
Okay. So Damien is a shitty shot with a pistol.
So just open fire. And if you hit Will's, that's okay.
Hey.
Will's like, wait, what?
And this thing was dragging the gun towards it. Yeah. So Damien is going to eject the magazine and throw it.
Hey, does this mean we can maybe take the UFO if it lands?
Who knows?
I don't think it's gonna land.
All right, so you do a ready. You drop the mag and try to chuck it.
Yeah, so he'll let go of the gun. He doesn't care for that. But he'll throw the magazine and he'll be heading towards the ATV.
You're gonna try to run over it.
Yep. We've got a much better skill with attack motorcycles.
Very well. Should at least get the step toward it at this point. And it seems reasonable that it would probably still be running.
I guess I'm going to take another step and 3
Failure
shots.
drill.
I'm shaken by all the, just machine gun fire and
It's worth being shaken for.
Watching Robert just get railed. And I'll call
have an
Wula
actually
off.
reload. All right.
Okay, so it stepped back and got out of the line of fire. That was a terrible, terrible mistake.
God help me, but you can't actually walk that burst in.
Does that do anything extra? I mean,
You get half act.
oh, okay, hell yes.
Because you can definitely see the strike of the rounds.
That is much better. Jeez, man.
Well, that's one at least.
That's still crappy rolls.
Wow. Okay. Roll like crazy to manipulate you guys, but I can't roll for shit trying to dodge. You got one.
Wow, I am shooting really low. Oof.
That's going to hurt.
He did not need that foot.
Actually, let's see. That's you. And that is going to be... no, that's a foot. Yeah, that's a third, so... Let's see. Yeah, so... Yep.
He's gonna like go screaming as the leg goes off, or the foot goes off.
Jules! I'll give you another roll.
Oof.
You want to Benny that?
Oh, I do have one. Yeah, sure.
All right. You will snap yourself out of it. You have no idea. You were going in there to get something, but you don't know what it was.
Is my pistol still in my hand?
Actually, yeah.
Wonderful.
But you will do nothing for now.
For now.
Okay. Well, the truck alien is in a bad spot here. He's going to try to crawl away.
Pain.
Let's see. What is the worst emergency thing he could do here?
Oh, he's gonna mind screw me, isn't he?
His chances aren't particularly good.
I think he's gonna try to take me over, so I have to try to shoot Mark. Mark's like,
Well,
shut
actually,
up, dude.
No, he's gonna.
It wouldn't surprise me.
He's gonna AOD here. He's got to get through this shock period, and he just got his foot blown off. Not literally, but... All right. The other guy.
Does it bleed?
It does, actually.
Then you know what? We can kill it.
Let's see. So, the other guy. one guy here is backing over towards his vehicle, probably to escape. The other guy, I seem to have lost my connection to. Meeny, miny, mo. Oh, and I have an empty gun.
Well, it might have a round in it.
Also, there was probably a psychic scream from my crewmate. This seems bad. It's time for us
He
to
never
go.
liked them.
Let's see here.
Well, that'll teach them from just popping up on us.
And killing Robert.
All right.
Yeah, surprise anal probes are not cool, man.
He does a thing. Well, is going to let go. James is going to wisely stay out of sight. Shane is drawing a bead on the alien that is crawling away.
He should be able to shoot this round because he was
He's
braced
aiming.
last.
He posted up on the front of the truck, but actually he's probably got to move a little bit more to get there.
Alright, so Damien's going to jump on the bike. If he's got enough time, he'll move it over towards Jules and say, jump on.
Oh, by the way, you don't know where the hell he went. The alien.
Did
He
he
was there a
like
second ago.
Star Trek beam, or did he just disappear?
It's like you lost sight of him.
So, just instantly vanished. No, like, special effects or anything like that.
No special effects. Just he was there 1 second, and it's like you blinked and he wasn't there.
Yeah,
Alright.
we didn't have enough money for special effects, and so we just had to do a cutout, and it's fine.
They used the whole budget on the fire.
Yep.
Alright, so
But you can mount up on this round.
alright, so mount up then.
And mount up I shall when it comes time.
Step and aim.
Got it.
So I am not going to be getting the half ack again, am I?
I presume so.
Well,
You know you're a bit low. Although now he's a bit low as well, so you can just kind of scooch it over.
damn it.
Jesus, dude.
I cannot roll under 14 tonight.
I keep wanting to do some sort of bad luck thing with your character, and you keep doing it to yourself.
Well, it could be bad luck now, and you could hit him with a jam.
As amusing as that would be. Can Jules actually make it over there?
Isn't that 6 yards?
Was it?
Oh,
I guess
I
pretty close.
can't quite make out the hexes.
Well, you can always use an arrow.
Oh, no.
Near enough, I guess. All right. Now that I've gotten over my shock penalty, I'm still getting automatic fire from that guy. He's definitely the mark.
Is he?
He's gonna go scanners on your.
All right.
Clearly, this particular saw was not zeroed properly.
Make a will check.
Oh dear! Look at that! Another 14.
Let's see here. Don't know if that counts, but we'll take it, and that's going to be that. Well, he made it anyway. All right, this time you're just stunned. And probably enough to fumble the weapon.
I have no desire to fumble the weapon.
Woola is falling back. James is hiding. Shane has aimed now. He will take a shot. Well, he's not rolling like James.
John.
He's also not using full auto. All right, so that that means he wasn't doing his all-out defense that time. Okay. Dodge. Man. All that, and he missed it by 1. All right, where the hell's that hit location? Somebody roll a hit location for me. Because of course.
Ah!
Wow.
But he's, well, I want to say holding it together, but he's only just holding it together. And Shane feels proud of himself for having contributed.
So is Jules on board now?
He is not on board. He is touching the back of the ATV. He will need to catch up.
Just leave.
So,
You could wait.
quick, hop on Susan, and then he'll sort of edge the ATV forward like 2 yards. And as he comes up, he'll just edge it forward 2 more yards. Taking weight, if possible, for Jules to jump on. And as soon as he is, then he'll go.
All right. Still putting rounds in this thing.
Well, thank you, Phil, for the subscription.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I'm like, holy crap. 22 months. Wonder why it's only 22.
Well, that's a -4. So, I'm going to bump a Benny to get the hit.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, so you're using a Benny.
Yeah, I'll use 1 Benny to get the single shot hit.
All right, let me see. I got that.
Oh, actually, hold on. I didn't add my aim. I may not need it because I did aim last round. So That would have been aim and all out. So I would have been a -1. So that would have been a hit by success by 2. So that's still recoil 2. So that still would have been 2 hits. Sorry, I don't need to use the Benny.
Okay.
Math is hard.
Yeah, math is hard.
At this point, it is effectively impossible for him to dodge.
Is it the chest?
But damn, you got close.
I'm trying to see where's the chest. I see hit location.
Chest.
The chest.
Go down. It's the chest.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Hey.
Looks like
What was? Now you're still using the pistol. What was the divisor on that?
Hold on.
Is that not even listed? I mean,
I
it
don't
should
have
be
it
on
listed on
the.
mine. Hold on, let me see what it says.
Thought it was like 0.5. Oh, that is interesting, though.
It's horrible.
Well, it's not going to penetrate the armor, I don't think.
Is it not? Wow.
Nope.
Yeah, armor divisor 0.05. Yeah, objects without DR get DR1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, there's no chance of you actually getting through. But
Oh, so I actually see the rounds impact, but not penetrate them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
But you did hit the vitals.
Crushing damage.
Well, that's not going to matter if it can't penetrate.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but if it's flexible armor.
But I thought I had to do 10 points to do 1.
Well, that's true. You would have to actually roll the damage on that. So roll the damage on that.
He did.
I did.
9.
It was 9.
Ow. So sad.
I
now
know.
You want to spin the Benny?
For damage?
Yeah. It's a die roll.
I could almost hear Mark's brain turning right now. I was like, "Do I do that?"
Nah.
Spend 1 point and make him do a health check.
At -5?
No, not in this case.
Vitals.
It has to be a major wound.
Oh.
I think that you still have to make the roll, but it's not at -5. Unless it's a major wound.
I think I'm gonna pass because Highland's just gonna just fill this guy full of lead.
Well, that probably is true. On the other hand, you could fill everything around him with lead.
True, actually. You probably are aware of Heinlein faltering at this thing, because the bug or the thing
that's true.
did
He
something
did juggle
to
it.
Is this grey actually only in fair condition? Or is he being jacked up a lot more than that?
No, that should be correct.
Yeah, because my earlier shots, I don't know if they penetrated or not. Oh, dang it.
Decisions.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Moving
Seems a
on
little
then.
brutal.
Right, so
Recover.
I'm stunned. Do I have to make a health check?
IQ.
You said this was regular stun.
It's still mental stun. It's just not that full-on panic. Well, you made that.
Hop on the ATV.
And Damien guns it.
Yep. With an acceleration of 8.
Moving the damn truck. It's getting irritating.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to having layers. Layers. All right. Yeah. I got a whole bunch of not good choices here. And this is the only one I got. All right. Woola is taking up a flanking position.
Wait, what just happened?
James is hiding in the truck. Shane is looking confused because the target, when hid behind a rock or something, it seems to be gone. At this point, the saucer starts to move away.
Alright, just gunning it. I assume, since it's not just regular driving, it would
You're
require a
off-road.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have an handling better than -3,
probably.
so should be good.
The vehicles should all be on there. I should put those somewhere.
The only
we
thing
can
I
get to 'em.
found was heavy bike,
Do they not have an ATV?
not a 4-wheeler, no.
Only
I
vehicle
thought I-
I see is SUV.
I thought I saw one.
But ATV would be a heavy bike.
Yeah, near enough. Okay. Where are you going, by the way?
To the rest of the group.
Okay, so you're turning around and going back. Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to make Jules do a dex check to stay hanging on, because he's riding bitch. And off you go!
Whee!
Fortunately, he's
Would
not
it be,
going very
would it
fast.
be dex or would it be strength?
Well, strength's worth, so.
Yeah, you can make the case for either or, and I think he would keep that one probably.
I'm reminded
So,
of
yeah,
the
off
Man
you
from
go.
Uncle movie with Cable and the boat scene. You
I
turned left
think-
and he went woo right off.
I think we'll call that a D minus. Mm,
Nope, he's gonna break his neck and die, and then he's gonna have to take over Shane.
I don't want to have to dig it up, so I'm going to call it 1D minus 4.
I've got the GURPS calculator app on my phone. Hang on a
Yeah.
sec.
Okay. Well, if you want to figure that out. My roll was shat, so he probably won't take any damage.
What's
Just his
what's
pride.
Jules' hit points?
His hit points is
Like full hit points. That's 9.
13.
How much?
13.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
he got extra hit points.
I'm assuming the ground is going to be a soft object, not hard.
It will not be considered hard in that case.
Okay, so it'll be 2d damage.
Why 2D?
That's just what the calculator says. Moving at
Doesn't make any
speed 16.
Oh, you're not going full 16 at this point. What's the acceleration?
8.
Yeah, you won't be going more than 8.
But I had 2 turns of driving now.
No, just the one.
There was the wait. So I waited
That
for...
was the weight.
No, but Damien's just had a turn now as well. So Damien took wait for Jules to jump on. So that was the first turn of driving. And now Damien just had a turn now. So this is the second turn of driving.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I guess...
He was supposed to have made... He should have made that roll. Well, I guess. Okay.
I guess he could have made the roll at the start. So...
I hate doing that with weights. That always screws everything up.
the damage is still 2d for 8 yards.
That still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I
Too
don't know
bad,
why.
so sad.
Jules just go flying
now,
off.
now you're making me have to actually... See, he kind of screwed himself with the extra hit points because now he's heavier. Oh, no, that's... What did you do? Falling? That's what it's not
Collision.
falling. It's collision. Collision is 1D. At least on the calculator I'm looking at.
Actually, yeah. You're right. 1d.
Woo! Well,
That's
I
too
rolled
bad.
a 2. So you're going to take
I wanted him to roll
2
a 12
points to
just
something.
to see what would happen.
Hit location. What did you land on?
I know. I was just thinking.
Neck. Oh man. Can you imagine? It's like, oh hey, I got
My
crap.
shin.
You dinged your leg.
Can you imagine it's like you got that and like, oh shit, I'm gonna take 12 points. Where? To the neck? I think I'm dead, guys.
All
There
right.
was a
Well,
crack.
that's not gonna be enough to break anything. So you'll just have to suck that up. But now you feel bad because you fell off the bike.
So in that case, I won't spend the full turn accelerating away. I'll slam on the brakes.
And you're like, dude, what the hell?
All right. What are we doing at this point? What is your plan, if I want to call it that?
Oh, we're gonna be like, oh my gosh.
Your targets have
ready.
disappeared, but you don't know what that means.
I think I have to ready to get the weapon secured again.
Yeah, you would have to re-ready.
And
Yeah,
then I'm going off over the side, and I'm going over to the area where the alien was.
I'm gonna rush up on Robert and check him. Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ain't coming back.
Damn.
What happened, John? He's dead.
It was in my head, man.
Shane's like, I think I hit it. Where did it go?
So it's bleeding?
So you're going over to it, or where you thought it was?
Yes.
Health check.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Do I get the fit bonus here?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, what the fuck? Man, I
What is with you today?
cannot roll under a 14.
All right, you get within a yard or two of where the blood spots are, and you are overcome. It's like somebody dumped a gallon of ammonia over there, and it just hits you. The fumes hit you, and you nope.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to use like tracking to see if it's still leaking, like if it's just invisible.
Okay, you back away from the fumes or whatever, and you look very closely, and seems like there is a bit of a drag and a trail.
Can I identify roughly where it's ending?
Well, give me a tracking check, and we'll see how you do. You'll have to do it from a
Great.
distance. Hey,
Oh,
you didn't
look,
roll a 14.
I know for a change.
You think it might be in that area over there.
Right. How far away is that from where I'm at? Because I'm just going to put a burst there.
Oh, a few yards. You just make a raw roll.
Yeah, it's like, stand by. Brap!
By this point, the ATV is arriving at the truck.
Oh,
Jesus, dude.
Oh, yeah. That thing's like, I'm getting away. Ah!
Okay.
Well,
you
were complaining
didn't
that,
see it. You didn't see it before, but somehow it's right there.
well, that's better.
It's also not moving.
anymore.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, nice.
There's the 1, 2. Oh, damn it! I was hoping for vitals.
Yeah, what is the damage on that thing?
5D piercing. That sucks.
That was a crappy roll, but it's double damage.
So 30. And then I've got
Well, if it reveals
potentially
itself.
2 more hits.
Oh.
Oh!
Ow!
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Oof!
Yeah, I'm not even bothered.
That's what he gets for, getting in my brain and making me accidentally shoot, what's his name? Robert.
Okay, just FYI, the blood that you see, or what you presume to be blood, is green, very dark green.
And holy cow, does it stink.
And that's not a stink. That is some kind of chemical fumes, and it is very strong.
That's what the smoke is in the picture.
Maybe.
Apparently.
All right. Well, but it is no longer in anyone's head, and it is no longer moving around. So you think maybe it is deceased.
Have to shout towards the plane thing. It's like, hey, we killed one of you. The other one should run away. All of its gear explodes like in XCOM.
As a matter of fact.
So we can get alien alloys, but they're mostly useless because we don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, you appear to have defeated the enemy.
Definitely going to have to take a look at it, after we, I don't know, put something to cover our mouths up so we our nose up so we
you can do that.
get over there.
Where's the UFO?
Honest, it was the alien, man. Was it not in you guys' head too?
I think it tried.
You were
Well,
saying
I had the machine gun, so it kept trying on me.
how many
How
rounds?
does that affect James?
Yeah, that's gonna be the next big question. Is
Yeah, I know.
look out here,
Had-
boy.
How does that affect James? And then James knowing who it was that
Was the
killed
damn
him.
alien?
So
That's
James
what John
is
has
a
to tell
little.
himself.
When James realizes that he's dead, you guys are tending to him. I think by the time the ATV gets there, Jules is probably going to jump right off and head straight for him. And with his professional diagnosis, pronounce him dead at the scene. Yeah, James is going to come over there and sort of kneel by him, and he's clearly sad, but he's not like blubbering or anything. Maybe
I'm sorry.
a little confused.
I didn't like him, but I'm sure this was a bad death since the stupid alien made me do it.
I insist that this is true.
That's what he's got to tell himself.
So now that we have a chance to think about it, do
'Cause
we
if you're-
recognize these aliens from any of the material that we studied?
Oh,
That's
well,
a good question.
I
what
think
is that?
somebody has an expert skill.
Ha ha! Now I'm rolling good.
Okay, well, yeah. Damn, both of you.
Probably
But
look
not
at
Jules.
each other and say the same thing.
And then I shouted out
Grace.
something completely wrong and different.
The Ta'are have some stories about servitors of the masters that live in the gray sector, and nobody knows exactly who they are, but they are often described in a similar manner. Small, gray, big black eyes.
I'm going to get a tarp out of the truck, and we are taking that little gray fucker with us.
Does Jules mention at all that he was being compelled to go get something from the plane?
Oh, excellent. Yes, I do mention that when the alien did its little mind lulu on me, it
See?
Oi!
Wait, there was one over there too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
and then
kind
it's
of
like, wheeling
was there,
around looking
was it?
for it.
Yeah, we
But,
immediately like
it mentioned that it didn't mention it, but it made me feel like there's something in the plane that I needed to go get.
I'm curious. I'm like, let's go check this out.
It can turn invisible, though.
I'll check it out with my rifle out.
What do you mean
Lula?
it can turn invisible?
Did you? This one turned
Ooh.
invisible.
Yeah, it disappeared. Like it was right in front of us, and then it wasn't. But I guess it moved.
We
a
were
little
really
bit.
lucky that I'd blown off its leg or its foot, and Shane had shot it in the hand because it was leaking. So
Well, our one did the same, but I just assumed it was some sci-fi beaming shit. So
you're saying there could be another one out there?
it's probably still out there.
I'll have Woola sent the alien.
oh well,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know if he's going to be able to do that because of the ammonia smell.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You gonna try?
Let's go check. Yeah, try. I guess. I don't know. Is it strictly on the alien,
How do you mean?
or was it like a smoke bomb, or I guess it's coming
it's
from
blood.
the alien. Oh, well,
Yeah, so you suggest for Willow to go take scent, and yeah, first
Nope.
it gets even anywhere near that thing, and it's like a slap in the face.
Okay. Well, I'll take Woola, and I'll go hike over there, and with Woola hopefully keeping alert.
I will try to take, cover him.
And whoever
I am
else wants to go and see
concerned
what's
it's
in the
going to take
plane.
me over and make me shoot Reese.
Okay, so you guys walk out to the plane.
Yeah.
Given that Damien is now aware that it turned invisible, he's going to look at the spot that it was last at and check the tracks.
Okay, so everybody's going out to the plane?
I don't think I'm going to go out to the... How far away is that?
Robert's probably staying back.
Yeah, Robert's probably going to stay back.
He'll cover the ground.
Oh, wow, that's really far away. That's...
You could probably
yards
drive
or
the
so.
truck. If
we don't want to do
road,
that.
if the road pitches anything to go on, the truck will go over that terrain just fine.
It will. It's a bit rough, but it'll go there, I think. I don't see anything that would prevent it.
As long as it's not wet and muddy, it should be just fine.
No, it's
Drive
very dry
slow.
out here. Although, having said that, now that you mention it, you notice to the you don't have a functional compass, so you don't you
Yeah, we
can't
do.
say specifically. No, you don't. But you have the sun and the general direction of the sun, so you can at least get a general sense of north. From the north, you notice that actually rather quickly there are some nasty looking storm clouds gathering.
I'm going to meteorology that shit.
Do I have like that? I don't have that.
Does that replace weather sense?
Yes,
Yes.
at tech level.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's tech level dependent.
What is naturalist?
I think it's also instrumentation dependent. Naturalist is animals and shit.
Okay. Damn, I should probably have meteorology
Maybe.
or something.
No, in your
Or
case,
maybe
you actually have
weather
weather
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the first thing you notice about that storm that's brewing up over there is that does not look right. The second thing you notice is that got here really fast.
And is it forming right before our eyes? Is the Independence Day saucer just going to appear from it?
Well, at this point, you couldn't rule it out.
This is true. That's a really cool picture, I must admit. Thor is pissed off about something.
Probably his planet got invaded.
Chicken again? Yeah, I don't want to be caught in that. So we should hurry.
Yeah, so Damien will mention that that's not natural. It is like, that's not a normal storm. So we should be quick.
Yep.
And with the wind and stuff like that, can we tell if it's coming our way or it's going to go elsewhere?
Two things. One, it is given the wind and things, it is definitely seems to be moving south, which would be toward you. The other thing is that's not normal weather pattern for this area.
At this point, normal has just gone out the window for
Yeah.
This is a
us.
valid point.
I don't think we deal in normal anymore.
Mind controlling aliens wasn't normal either for
Ones
this
that
area.
No, it isn't.
visible.
All right, so you guys are going to make a quick run through the crash, see if you can find anything, and then bugger off.
Yep, I'm looking for aliens to shoot.
Do I divine anything from the tracks?
You can give me a roll.
He did.
I did.
Oh, did you?
By 4.
And
Indeed.
I'd like him. I think I'm gonna try to assist.
Okay. It looks like it went into the plane.
As this dawns on Damien and he sees people heading into the plane to, investigate, Damien will shout out, "It's in the plane!"
It's a cookbook.
It's in the
Actually-
plane, boss.
He'll say,
In the plane,
"It's in the bloody plane."
And then we see Reese and Woola come flying out because they've been force bitch slapped out.
Oof.
What now?
Burn it.
Well, I'm still curious about what's in the plane. I'm going to switch mags.
You switching over to the rifle.
Yeah, I think so. No.
Well, you know that the your
Yeah, my pistol's
hollow
not doing
points
it.
are
But slugs can punch through, so I'm going to switch to my shotgun.
Do you have, smoke or anything like that?
Actually,
Because if it's in here and it moves around, you should see it affecting the smoke.
I have pepper spray,
Yeah, it's not the same.
bear spray. Does bear spray have a cloud effect?
Well, it is kind of a cloud, yeah.
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll fill the cabin with bear spray and see if I can see any kind of eddies or anything like that. Yeah, so I'll spray it in there real
Alright.
good, and then I'll take aim in the interior.
All right. Give me a perception check then.
Yeah, I am not entering. I am basically trying to provide security outside.
Right. You see no indication of invisible things in the cabin.
Okay. Seeing nothing like that, do I see anything interesting that looks? Yeah, while I wait for the bear spray to slowly clear out. Actually, I'll give it a little bit of time because if it starts moving, it might.
Those
You
big
do not-
eyes should be burning if it was in there.
Well, that depends. They may be immune to it.
Damien will be
So-
collecting the pieces of his pistol, so he'll pick up the
Yeah.
gun
I was
and
gonna say-
he'll go look for the magazine.
So I'm basically going to kind of stand overwatch as this,
Yeah,
smoke
so-
moves around and everything else in there. And
You
yeah,
you observe for a bit and you don't see any invisible creatures, ironically, and B, you don't see anything that stands out as interesting. You're not entirely sure what the hell they were hauling in here. I mean, there's miscellaneous junk, but a lot of it's burned.
well, once the bear spray kind of clears out a bit, then I'll start kind of moving through. It's like I don't have any movement. I'm going to start looking in and then start kind of.
Also,
with-
Woola's there with you, and he's not pointing out anything.
Gotcha. So I'll start kind of prodding stuff with my foot, opening things that I can, and seeing what's in there.
All right. What about everybody else?
Well, after Damien's collected the bits of his gun and he's come over to the plane, then he's going to start looking for tracks indicating that the thing left.
All right.
Yeah, mostly providing, overwatch while they're doing that stuff.
So, Reese tells him, it's not in here. So then Damien's going to start looking for how it left.
Anybody else?
I'll do a search roll just to see if there's anything interesting.
Oh, those of you inside the plane, which I guess would include Jules at this point, give me a dex. The plane itself is a bit shifty at the moment.
That's not good.
Give me another one. You do not slice the crap out of your hand in the process of trying to stabilize yourself.
Well, thank goodness I have, cut resistant gloves.
Yeah, so you guys bang around for a little bit, poke. This plane is crispy. You don't even know what the hell they were going to get out of here. Except there's like a square empty spot over there. It looks like some of the char was not there. At the same time, Damien decides that looks like a footprint maybe over there, but it's going away from the plane out the other side.
So Damien will say, it left here, going that way, and then Damien will sort of start
wheeling around to cover him.
Yeah, I'll point Woola to the tracks and kind of move along. Maybe Woola could pick up a scent on the tracks, being that they're not as strong.
And this
maybe
one's not bloody.
That's true. Woola does seem a bit, what's the word?
Apprehensive.
It doesn't. Woola doesn't appreciate the situation really, the way it's kind of come out here. She's not very enthusiastic. That's the word I'm looking for. And speaking of that, that storm is moving really fast.
We got to get going. I don't think we're going to find anything. Whatever was there that it wanted, it got. You know what? I'm just going to, kind of take a line in the path that it was going, and I'm just going to fire a couple of random shots down that lane. Just like, that's
Fuck
for
you,
Robert!
Copycat.
if you roll a critical, there's a little puff of green blood in the distance.
Well, it worked for me.
You'll have to get an actual 3.
That would be hilarious.
Roll. I should make you roll that in the box.
I'll roll it in the box. That's fine.
I want it to be a 3, but I don't.
No, there's no exclamation at this point. So that, or because that would have been hilarious if you'd heard him down the hall.
Really?
You fire off a few slugs. If anything happened,
I
you
wouldn't
were
know
neither
nothing.
expecting it, nor did you see it. All right. You have a couple of things to deal with at this point. One, you don't need anybody to sit in the back of the truck anymore because you've got a seat open.
Yeah,
Two?
but that's where I was sitting to provide cover. It's easier
Right,
to
but we got a
stand up and
crazy.
stuff.
We got a crazy
Uh,
storm coming.
Two, you have the body of Robert.
And the body of the alien.
And three, you have the body of an alien wrapped up in
Yep.
some kind of tarp.
Yep. So we're going to throw them in the bed of the truck and haul balls out.
Everybody getting in?
Sounds
So
okay.
the thing is, we're heading south, or it's heading south, but we're heading north.
You are not heading north. You are heading east. But east-northeast-ish.
So does this thing look big enough that we're not going to be able to go east enough to pass it, or?
Well, you had a pretty good roll there. If you hauled ass, you could potentially get out from under it, maybe. But you also know that you're about to go through the Bighorn National Forest, and there are some twisty roads out there, and hauling ass on those roads could be fatal.
So this is roads that Damien has travelled.
He has
quite a
traveled
lot.
these a number of times. He will know this area pretty well.
So
We could treat it like a tornado and find a defile and park up underneath a.
I'll use my area knowledge
You're not
to.
supposed to park under a bridge.
Well, not like a overpass kind of highway bridge, but like if there was like a really low.
A tornado, you're not supposed to do that, but this isn't necessarily
That looks
a
like a tornado.
That is not a tornado.
So Damien is going to use his area knowledge to remember a location we could shelter that is likely going to be within reach of us before we get to the storm, or the storm gets to us.
Well, the area where you are... Damn, I should have had the map out there. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter. The area where you are, there is diddly squat out here by hills. But once you hit 10 Sleep is the next settlement. Not very big, but it is. You have buildings and shit there, so that's probably the first place you would think of. That is right before you hit the actual national forest itself.
Oh, you could probably get to 10 Sleep, pull into a hardened structure, and wait it out.
Let's see. 10 Sleep is a population 200-ish, so it is a really small town. The point being, they probably don't have a lot of hardened structures. But that's a possibility. The only other thing is to go back the other way, back to Warland.
Well, Reese
Go
is
backwards,
kind
you
of
risk
our.
getting cut off.
Yeah, well, it's a storm. Something
That's
that
your call, Reese.
something that volatile is probably also going to burn itself out pretty quick too.
Well,
Maybe.
10 Sleep might. I mean, if they got a school, that'll be hardened enough.
Well, there is that at least.
10 Sleep it is.
Tell you what, I think now would be probably a decent time for an intermission.
That's good because I need to use the bathroom.
And then we will return and deal with the consequences.
All right, taking 5. Back again.
This time for real.
Sorry about that. Internet got weird.
So to briefly get back on track, the body of the alien and the body of Robert are stuffed into the bed of the trailer or of the truck in tarps of some form or another.
Yeah,
And
wrapped them
everybody
up like active, sort of like body bags.
and everybody's going to gun it to 10 sleep and try to wait out the storm there. So, once again, action challenge system beta test number 2. It will have a BAD of -2. It will have an interval of 10 minutes, and I need a 1d6 plus 2 in the box from somebody. And that will be how many rounds the storm will last. And I will also have a, I guess, meteorology roll in the box to see if you can figure out how long that will be. I'm guessing that's going to be Damien. All right. You would guess in the neighborhood of an hour would be pretty standard for something like this.
Okay, so we've got an hour. How long's it going to be to 10 sleep?
Fortunately, 10 sleep is only 10 minutes away. Let's see. So the chase maneuvers will apply in a modified form. I will talk about those as we need them. And that will be good for now. So 10 minutes down the road, you get to 10 sleep. What I will do is I will have Damien make another area knowledge roll. Actually, hold that thought. Back up a second. Okay, so the plan at this point, the maneuver you would take for the first round is going to be hide. So you're trying to get somewhere undercover and wait out the storm. So the storm is coming up very quickly and will be on top of you in about 10 minutes. So 10 sleep, while Damien has gone through here quite a number of times. He doesn't actually spend any real time here, so he doesn't know it that well. So what I'm going to do is have you make your, in this case, it's not a chase roll, it's going to be your survival roll. Will be area knowledge at the BAD of -2 to see if you can figure out where your hardened shelter would be. Somebody mentioned the school. That seems reasonable. And you make that roll just barely. So there is a high school in town. It is a little off the road, and you had a pretty good idea where it was already, and you guys went right to it. So the question there is, there are no garages or anything like that. You will have to figure out what to do with the truck. Well, actually, there are maybe some garages in neighboring houses or something like that. But the thing you notice as you're speeding through here, there's nobody in town. The place is ghost town. In fact, you can see that some of the businesses down the main street there are boarded up. Second thing you'll note is that as the storm hits, there's lightning, a lot of lightning, like a strike every couple of seconds. It is easily the most active lightning storm you've ever seen. So, what to do about the truck? You're just going to leave it where it is and run inside. The second thing is, how are you getting in? Because the doors are going to be locked.
Right. Find one with a frickin' garage and force entry it.
A house?
Yep.
Well, if we're going to the school, we could park the truck in between like two buildings or something like that. That'll give it some shelter.
There's not a real good place for that.
This is the apocalypse. Just drive it into the school.
That's kind of what I was thinking, right through the double doors of the gym.
Well, I guess you could do that. It's at risk of taking damage.
Oh, we could always, hooligan tool the gym doors, and then drive it through.
I don't think we've got that post-apocalyptic that we're going to start driving through buildings. Yeah, we could break a window and B&E. I don't know about.
Well, you are in a big freaking hurry right now.
Yeah, I'm just going to slowly push through the doors until they just, Well, actually, we'll start with here's the entry tool. If we can't get the door open that way, then we'll just kind of push, use the truck to just slowly just keep putting pressure until the doors, let go.
Stand by. I really hate this business where you can't update an image. I wonder if that's a thing in Unity.
I'm not sure. I've not played with anything like that.
Oh,
But I do like the new locks movement thing in Unity.
Ah, crap. It's a drug-free zone.
I mean, there is back to that alley, I guess, alternative if we're not going to be able to get it into the...
Yeah, it's a bit of a cubby, but it'd probably work. There are some residences across that alley street thing, and some of those look like have some kind of covered garage thing. It may just be an awning.
Oh, there's actually a like a bus if you look right across, if you use Google Street View from that point where we're looking, if you look to the other side of that street,
oh yeah, there's a bus park.
There's a bus park and there's a garage.
All right, so if you do that, if you park the truck in the garage, you're also going to have to break into the school or wherever you're going to go, and that's going to take a bit of extra time, and you will be out in it for around probably.
We've got a little bit of an awning there.
But maybe that's the best you can do. So you have seconds to make a decision before you have to commit to it.
I say we do the park the truck and get on in.
So you doing the bus garage thingy?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Give me a universe roll, and we'll see if there's any room, or if you have to make room. It appears to be empty.
They took all the buses. One of the
Oh, they-
buses that we ran that bus that we ran into earlier was stolen from here.
All right.
There is a garage there, right in that cubby where that arrow's pointing. If you look at it from a different angle, those are garage doors. Street view across the way.
Oh, I'm not looking at what you're looking at.
Image you just posted,
Uh-huh.
the temp 3. That white door, that is actually a garage door. There's actually 2. There's one there. There.
Huh?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll send you the image.
That does not look like that.
Doesn't matter. We just pick the thing and go in.
But, well. What are you doing that in? Because I don't have
Images in
Discord
Discord.
open.
It's in Discord.
Yeah, I don't have Discord open.
Why not?
Because I don't want to be bothered by it while I'm in the middle of shit.
Give me a second. Keep talking.
I don't know if that works.
I
It
don't
does.
see what you're talking about.
I dropped in chat a link.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you can see them. You can see the double doors. link worked.
Okay. Yeah, the one you linked at in Discord was a little cut off. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, how are you then going to get through that? Because they will be locked.
Forced entry.
So, get out of the truck, break the lock, move the truck in.
Yeah,
Yep.
There's like the door there between the 2 doors, so we'll break that lock.
However you do it. Okay, so let me see. So you guys will have arrived here. You found the school. You found the garage door. That's going to be your 10 minutes. So we will move on to the next round, and you will be hit with the storm as you guys are breaking in.
Here comes the superpowers.
Here comes the superpowers.
I demand superpowers.
So round 2, it is getting rumbly and rainy. The rain comes down like somebody just dumped a friggin' river.
Cry me a river.
So you are attempting to break in. I will make that your survivor roll is going to be either forced entry or some other skill that you can think of.
Forced entry at 12.
You guys can assist each other in that.
All right. Halligan tool gives a +1.
And if you do it fast enough, then you will not get struck by lightning.
Here's my assist.
I don't want to get struck lightning.
That's my yuck.
Was that an
You
assist?
made it harder.
Apparently, I made it harder.
Oh, right.
Or
And
I
there's
didn't
the
assist.
bad of -2. Don't forget that.
Oh,
And then
great. That means I have a force entry of 0. 10.
0.
Well, 10.
Oh,
Because
well,
you
you get
failed.
+1.
You failed, so that's a -1. The total gives me a +1, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
0. I got a bad, a -2, so that puts me at 10.
It's 50-50.
Okay. Well, I guess if that's it. Holy cow!
Yay!
You made it.
It's like I know how to break into places.
All right. Well, it is. It was getting kind of hairy there for a second, and you just barely got through in time. But you got the door open. You're able to get to the garage door and move the truck inside. And I will not do a roll for that thing at this time. Let's see. Yada yada. All right, next round. You guys are inside.
Okay.
So, since you guys are technically static at this point, I will have you make this roll twice. Somebody take that table, and I set it to public, so you should be able to. Oh my god. You trying to get everybody killed now?
I'm trying.
Okay, so your shelter is compromised. How did that happen?
Roof got blew up.
Is there wind, or is it lightning and no wind, or is it everything?
A bit of everything.
Well, with the torrential downpour of rain, the roof is not designed to take this sort of volume of rain, and it just collapses.
All right, so you guys are swimming in it. Roll again.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so in this case, there was a lightning strike really close to your position at the same general time. Not that it hasn't been all very well lit the whole time so far, but this is what 30 minutes in now, and clearly your current shelter is not going to suffice. So, how will you proceed from here?
Move into the school building proper.
Gonna leave the truck as is and hope for the best?
Well, the truck can afford to get wet and stuff. So
Yeah, but the stuff in the truck might not be able to afford to get wet.
There is a concern about the truck, and since you hadn't mentioned it, but
junky.
there is a 50-gallon drum of fuel in the truck.
Yeah, we don't want that to get struck by lightning.
Well, there's also canisters of gas
Ammunition.
or something. Yeah.
And ammunition, but the 50-gallon.
All right. Then I will move the truck to the parking garage, the other garage, and take my chances out there.
Okay.
So I'll have John and Damien secure everyone there, and I'm gonna
Okay, so everybody else is going to bunker in a different area of the school.
Yeah, probably the locker room. And then
I'm gonna presume that inside there probably are some locks, but they're probably not going to be a big deal. So, those of you that are staying inside the school for this round can make a survival, unless you have another skill that you think will probably work there.
Survival? How do you mean?
In this specific case, is what's good shelter. And I'm not particular about about which version of survival you would need here.
All mine are the same.
But you guys can assist each other. Bad -2 still applies.
So we're probably going to be relying on Chandler for the survival check because I expect his is insanely high.
In Reese's case, you will make driving instead, also at -2. And if either of you fail, then we'll have to make the roll on the event thing.
All right, so I'm going to try to assist Chandler.
But before
And look at that, I failed.
Before the rolls are made, Chandler made his roll on selfless, so he doesn't have to go himself, but he's going to try and convince someone to go with Reese, so Reese is not on his own, in case he gets in trouble or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
He doesn't have any particular skills. Maybe leadership. Hang on. Yes, he does have leadership. So he will try to influence with leadership, saying that Reese should not be on his own. This is a freakish storm.
You go with him.
So if there's no takers, then Damien will go with him.
No, I'm going to send Wells with him. Because I have a kid to worry about.
Is Wells going to comply?
Sure.
And risk the lightning?
We're gonna ride the lightning, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's a survival.
Yeah, sadly you're going to be at -3 because I failed my survival check. Once again, rolling a 16.
Would it be feasible to substitute maybe a scrounging or observation roll to find a decent spot?
No, that doesn't make any. I don't see how that fits.
See, you're fine.
I got this.
All right. Since you made it, let's see. I'll give you one roll on the table since you made it, but you're static.
Boo! You said we wouldn't have to make it if he made the roll. We see how it is, Mr. Cheaty Pants.
And the place we find is the science lab.
Great.
Sounds good idea.
Fuel lines, chemicals.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, there was a lightning strike probably like 50 yards away or something like that. Just everybody's deafened. And there's some explodey transformers and shit. So Burroughs is going to need to make an event roll, but he is in transit.
Oh,
and
I
probably
was
that
direct hit just because it'd be funny.
Probably that same couple of lightning strikes is scared the crap out of you, but you made it over to the other that other garage without further incident. That is 40 minutes. And by now, everybody's ears are ringing.
Man, it's like Fallujah all over again.
Next round. So you guys in the school are currently okay. And the two of you in the truck are over there. Are you staying in the truck? Which is basically a big driving bomb right now.
I get the feeling the GM's out to get us.
See, the nice thing is it's undercover, so the building's going to get hit, not the truck. So
true.
Unless you roll a 3 to a 5 or it's a direct hit.
Of the building.
Yeah, in that case, it'd be the building collapsing.
Sure?
No, it's true.
Lightning
It'll be
Maybe
protected
it
from
comes
a direct
straight
lightning
through
strike.
the window, and you're like, "How did that happen?" And then you explode.
Which
I mean,
book are
a
these
railgun
storm
blast,
events
that's one
from?
thing, but
I
lightning
just
tends
made
to
them up.
follow. Electricity tends to follow paths of least resistance, and
Yeah, tell me again how everything works normally when we were fighting aliens a little bit ago that could, do stuff to your head.
I get it. I get it. But I mean, Reese is going on the assumption that things are still kind of normal.
Things aren't normal. Things
But,
haven't been
assume-
normal in a long time.
Assume it's normal until you hear otherwise.
Yeah, well, Reese is overconfident. He thinks he can ride it out right here in this truck. The truck has got big rubber wheels.
Direct hit. Direct hit.
Yeah,
Direct
right.
hit.
Is Jules gonna stay in the truck, or is he gonna run back to the school?
I'll stay in the truck.
Y'all are gonna get a direct hit, and the truck's gonna explode.
All right, everybody else in the science lab staying in the science lab.
Well, it's not going to be the. Well, I guess it would be the
I
building.
think
through
we
the
would
building
like
the
to
truck.
move more interior of this building.
So you're trying to improve your situation a little bit.
Yes.
I won't make you making any sort of additional roll for that, so I guess that would just be still hide. That won't count as a stunt or anything. Okay, so survival in the school and survival in the truck as well. But now they're separate.
So, any survival?
Yeah, I think any will do.
I'm not sure if it's worth me even trying to assist Chandler because
Maybe not.
Yeah, because that's gonna put me at a 10, and that's a crappy roll, and so
Ugh.
Well, you just can't win over there, can you?
Chandler's just gonna be at 13 without any failed assistance on my part.
Does that sound right?
Yeah,
What is
bad
the
too.
roll options?
Doesn't matter.
Well, he's rocking it this time.
Your thing.
Man, I was hoping for a direct hit on Mark just because it'd be funny.
All right, so
So
Marcus,
your thing is
Marcus
8.
static. Burrow or the truck team is static and they failed, so that's 2 of them. And I think since the school team made it by over 5, that'll count for both rolls.
We find
right.
the teacher's lounge, and there's cookies and coffee.
So now they're kicking it back in there.
And
Well,
Chandler will say, I wonder how the others are going.
As they're like, ah!
You got panels over that garage, the roof panels, the grating, or you know what the hell I'm talking about. It's starting to come loose over there, and it's getting a bit leaky, but it's still holding together. Let's see. And that was round 5. Round 6. Anybody changing?
No, we got apparently cookies and coffee.
Truck guy staying in the truck.
Although the coffee's probably really old and crappy, so try to make some, camp coffee.
Yep.
You have reasonable confidence in your current situation?
Yeah, pretty reasonable.
All right, roll again.
All right, Chandler, you're at -2. While Reese is like, this is terrible. I think we're going to die.
Alright, so that will actually be a fail by 1.
Oh, no.
Unless you assist.
All right, so
I can try. But it's
Otherwise I
likely to
can
be
use a
fail by
Benny.
my
I'll use a Benny.
2. Yeah, that's probably the smarter play.
I'll use a Benny, and it turns out that this school is environmentally friendly and they have solar power, so the coffee's warm. And the air conditioning works.
Yeah, solar panels are taken out by EMP too. All right, so the luckily the school team didn't get any worse. The garage that the truck is in is looking a bit threadbare at the moment, but it's holding together. It'll still provide a Faraday cage against a lightning strike. Let's see, that was round 6, wasn't it? Round 7. Anybody moving?
How
I'll
many
stay.
rounds are we going to have to sit here?
I thought it was just an hour.
Well, that was a guess.
You guessed poorly.
But you only rolled a d6 for it.
Well, the building got hit.
It's on fire.
Yeah, it gave out on you.
Even though everything's been near. But yep, no, that makes sense. It probably got struck and finally gave itself up.
Those last couple of panels just took off. What about the school team?
We're fine. Everything's fine here. See?
God, man.
We got running
We picked
water,
the
and the
right
shower
spot.
works.
The shower's apparently working. Holy, hey, check it out. This couch opens up into a bed. And it's a comfortable one.
And it's also a massager.
Sweet.
So, after
I really
about,
wonder how the others are going. I hope they're all right.
After about an hour or 10 minutes, the lightning is kind of slacked off, and it's still raining fairly seriously, but not quite the deluge it was. It seems like whatever it was has passed for the most part. You guys in the truck were getting worried there. You were in the process of having to move, and it's like, yeah, maybe we don't have to.
Turns out, due to the creature comforts of our place, Damien's had a shower and he's managed to wash off the Mad Max outfit and he's normal again.
Weird.
Yeah, he just sort of washed it off. Mohawk's gone, so's the spiked collar.
No, we only got about halfway through before the water pressure died. All right, yeah, so it quietens down.
Immediately start looking for the others.
You can stick your head out the door and see that the truck's still over there at the garage.
No, it's at a different place now.
Or maybe they're driving around. I don't know. What are they doing?
Well, once it's seems safe to move around, we'll drive up back to the original parking area and
Yeah, the bed's full of water. Fortunately, most of your survival food and stuff like that is all packaged for this sort of thing, even if the cardboard boxes they're contained in may not be. So, but that'll dry out too, potentially. The dead bodies in the back of the truck might get a little bloaty later.
Well, we'll have to bury Robert somewhere.
Also, the sun is basically down at this point, so it is officially nighttime. For the record, you guys have about Let me see. You were about an hour and a half out of Buffalo when you started, and you took about 10 minutes off of that driving to 10 Sleeps. So you've still got a little over an hour to get to Buffalo. The roads will be slick, but unless the storm kicks up again, you should be relatively safe.
So
what
just
then?
hang here for the night?
That was weird. I've
Yeah, I guess
never
that was
experienced anything like that.
You're in the science lab. You found all the weather charts and shit.
Ooh, you should
It's
collect
all
these.
all the like 6th grade. This is how weather works stuff. You're like, yeah, this is all trash now.
What time of day was it?
Well, it's night now.
Yeah, the sun's down.
Seems like a good place to camp.
Good.
Yeah.
A little moist, but
What are you talking about? It's fine in our teacher's lounge.
But by this
You guys
time
have
we've
hot
used
coffee?
all the hot water and stuff.
Hot coffee. We had cookies. We've got the couch that folds out. What's going on with this school, man?
There were some donuts and danishes. We were going to leave some, but they were too good. Sorry.
yeah, those things have been here for like 6 days.
Well, then there'll be donuts that Reese is quite used to eating.
It's a donut.
I
As
would
long as
remind
it's no
you
brown
that
mold. Or...
sunset at this point is around 8:30, so it's not that late. You may not be that tired. On the other hand, you guys have been driving all day since sunup, so maybe you are.
And we had a firefight, which caused
There's
the
that.
adrenaline to spike.
And we have, what, another hour before Buffalo?
Yeah, about an hour's drive.
Unless there's any particular urgency that we need to go somewhere else after this, I'd say let's just camp here for the night.
Also,
I tend
there
to
are no
agree.
bets.
Agreed.
Yeah, well, if there's a gym here, if this, well, no, that's not gonna work. I was thinking they could have a set up for like shelter thing.
Well, they
Gym
probably have
mats.
those. They probably have gym mats. Yeah.
And we may be leaving with some gym mats as we go. Hey, you know what?
I don't think you have anywhere to put them unless you strap them to the top of the truck.
Oh, you roll them up.
Those things are way too thick to roll up like that.
And we know if we go to the principal's office, that, lush couch that she's got in there is actually a sofa bed because, the principal.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, there's that, and then we find the locker that they keep all the confiscated stuff.
Why does
You've got
she have
the nurse's
whips
station.
and chains and? Okay, I'm shutting this. I don't need to know.
James is like, "Oh, I'm keeping this switchblade."
Okay. I'm gonna be a terrible dad, aren't I?
And Shane is
it's like you should keep this switchblade, son.
Shane is like, "Oh man, I wanted the switchblade."
Here,
I guess
you
I
can
get the
have
stupid. I get
can
the
have this
stupid
pack of-
butterfly knife.
You can have this packet of obvious CBD gummies.
I could stand to hear a little more. All right, so you guys spend the night in a high school in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. Still maintaining some sort of security watch stuff because, Robert could turn into a zombie for all I know right now.
All right. The sun
Sorry,
comes up in
Robert.
the morning.
I didn't like you, but I didn't mean to kill you.
It was
Given-
the alien.
Given that we're in a
Alien
school,
happened.
given that we're in a school, Damien's going to recount a story from when he was at school, where he used to. There's a particular teacher that had a deathly phobia of snakes, and Damien and his arsehole mates would go catch a python or something like that and put it in the teacher's desk.
Go catch a python. Yeah, there's no way I would live there.
And he'll just recount the story, and it's like, good times. Guess none of that's ever going to happen again.
You guys are going to leave at sun up again?
Yes, presumably.
So, for starters, today is Friday. And that means it has officially been a week since all this crap started.
As per normal, Damien will step outside and he'll say, "Computer, end program."
It does not respond.
Damn.
We should try that. I wonder if that'll work here. This 2020 program sucks. So, how are you guys going to proceed from this point? I know you have 2 bodies, which are getting kind of bloaty in the truck.
We need to find some place to bury Robert.
Probably need to let the water out
Yeah.
of the bed.
Well, that would be easy. Just open it.
Yeah.
It's a pity the prepper guy didn't have any body bags.
True. Maybe you should find an abandoned clinic or hospital or something.
Well, I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and dig the grave thing for Robert. While that's going on, Wells could maybe do at least a rudimentary autopsy of the alien thing. See if he can't, maybe find something out about it.
Question number 1. Where would you like to bury Robert?
Is there a graveyard in town?
Are you going to look around for a graveyard?
Well, you said it was a really small town, so
It
I
is a
figure
small
it'd
town.
be really easy to tell if there's one
Well,
here.
As it happens, there's a cemetery about a block to the west.
Let's go there. Seems
So,
appropriate.
perfect. Give me a universe roll.
I don't want to do that. The universe is cold and uncaring.
There are no graves currently open.
That's fine. I got a shovel.
You
May
got an
have a
E-tool.
backhoe.
That barely counts.
I didn't say it was going to be a deep shovel. No, it was, a deep hole. Yeah, no, it's like, I figure we got shovels from what's-his-face, the dude's place.
You
And if it's a graveyard, there's probably a building that's like a service building that might
True.
actually have real shovels.
This is.
I'll go
I
with
guess that's probably, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go help. All right. What about the rest of you? Got Jules. Is he gonna actually do an alien autopsy?
Jules can make a health roll to recover some injury.
That's true. Well, actually, he could have done first aid on himself too. Probably gotten rid of all that. So he's fine.
Ah.
He banged up his leg, but he's okay. Is Damien going to help with the autopsy then?
He will help if he's needed for help, but he's got no real skills in that sort of stuff. So, unless he's actually needed, he does have first aid.
He might need you to put your finger there.
So if he's actually needed, then he will help. Otherwise, he'll check over the vehicles and just make sure that they're all good. So, does Jules need assistance in autopsy?
I think I'll be fine.
Okay, well then, Damien's going to do some routine maintenance on the vehicles.
Shane's like, okay, dig a grave or cut open a smelly alien. I think if I help dig the grave, nothing's going to jump out of the alien and get me.
Except zombies. Actually, Damien's going to say that as he's like,
man, you don't think there's going to be zombies, do you?
At this point,
honestly,
I wouldn't. At this point, I wouldn't say it's not possible.
Well, James is going to go along with the grave diggers because, well, that was his sort of semi-other dad, so I guess he should participate.
Me shoot him.
Which leaves JP by himself with the alien corpse. Good news, though. You guys had a science lab, so you probably got some a little bit of hazmat gear that you can use to keep from vapor locking trying to open it up.
And scalpels and stuff for, dissection.
All right. Well, you guys will take. It's going to take a few hours to dig the grave, depending on how deep you want to go with it, and that'll give JP plenty of time to examine the alien corpse, which does not come alive, nor does anything tentacled come out of it. I won't bother with making any rolls here. If something comes up later, I may have you make a roll then. But in the meantime, JP will learn things about alien anatomy. And Robert will be laid to rest.
Possibly with the remains of an alien.
Everybody stands around and pretends to be really sad about that.
I don't. I'm just like, I didn't like you, but damned aliens.
Better me than them, I guess.
Totally thinking, what the bright side is, that's one less mouth we have to worry about. But why is he not going to say that out loud?
And he won't drink all the booze now. You guys going to do anything else in quote-unquote town?
Are there vehicles?
Train vehicles? Yep. We're at a. I don't know if buses use.
Those are definitely
diesel or gasoline.
Those are definitely diesel.
Do any of them work? We could upgrade to a bus.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be on a bus.
Yeah, but come Mad Max, we could turn it into the battle bus.
I think the truck is probably the ideal balance between maneuverability or mobility and an actual storage capacity.
No, I was thinking we're going to get into the bus and we're going to go south. And we're going to be the guy, that damned rain was a temporal thing. And we're going to be the guys in that bus that we passed. We were just trying to go, slow down. We want to tell you not to go that way.
Don't go there.
That would be so funny.
How long
There's
are
a
you gonna
short bus.
spend? How long are you gonna spend poking around town looking for shit?
Well, aiming for definitely gasoline. So we'll fill up all the tanks and whatever we can get.
I'm still kind of hoping to retrieve another bow at some point.
Yeah.
Since the damn
Interesting.
GM took my bow away.
Is there Pioneer Museum? Maybe there's a
What?
there's a
There's a
museum.
fucking museum?
Yep, there's a museum off on the main road. It might have a bow in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crappy old bow. I want a decent bow.
Wow. That is not a very big building.
Live music. There's a saloon. There's family dining. So, does anybody need an instrument?
There's an RV
Something
park.
Sally's Souvenirs.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the first things you're going to notice as you start poking around town is you've already noticed that it was empty. Nobody's here.
Right.
And what you're seeing is it looks like everybody packed up and left.
Right, okay. Then we probably only end up spending about 30 minutes or so to determine, yep, there's nothing here. All right, let's go.
You don't know what they left behind, but yeah, it's all a matter of how persistent are you going to be in getting whatever it is.
Not that persistent.
Well, I'll tell you what, I may give you a retroactive scrounging or something later if something comes up. In the meantime, we can move on. Doop, doop, doop. So that was 10 Sleep. So 10 Sleep is basically right there at the beginning of, or at this end of the Bighorn National Forest. And in you go.
Whee!
And once again, as it has been so many places you've been here, it'd be really pretty if it weren't for the fact that aliens had invaded.
So is it actually like cleaned or cleared up and stuff like that? So it's a regular day out there again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna, John is gonna be in the back again, just in case.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's going to take a while for some of those boxes to dry out, but they may still be useful.
Actually, that's
yeah.
something we could do. Is next place we stop, switch out for like rubber bins.
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably do some of that. Well, so you probably found a few things you can start replacing things with.
Actually, that's probably we could even done that at the school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it takes like I said, it takes about an hour. You pass by Meadowlark Lake. It's basically just a bunch of campgrounds around there, but it's a little bitty lake there. And then you clear the Bighorn National Forest, and you are on the outskirts of Buffalo, Wyoming. Buffalo is a population of about half of Cody, so about 4,500. But it's home for Chandler, at least.
There's Ed's Body Shop and Automotives. Maybe we should go there and see if we can get parts.
There are people here. And you might guess that some of the people here are from 10 Sleep. Although that would be a guess. What are you going to do when you get to town? Are you just going to go straight to Chandler's place?
Well, we could probably split up. He can go to his place while Reese goes and talks to the local Polizei.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
And they
The
say,
police
hey,
department
you're out of
shit.
your jurisdiction.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What are you planning to do there? And are you taking the... if you're taking the truck to the police station, are you removing the body?
The alien body? Why would we do that?
Actually,
We
might
want to
just-
show it
I
to
don't
him.
know. You just
Yeah, we
carrying a
wanna
Might
body
give
show
it
around
to
with
him.
you? What the hell they're going to do with
We
it?
don't believe there's aliens.
So they believe there's aliens, yeah. Go, yeah, is there some place we can put this? Because we don't need it anymore. We've cut it open.
What's your plan with the cops? Are you just going to do your postman gig, or
Yep.
are you looking for any information?
Yeah.
Both, probably.
Both, yeah. Have you guys experienced any of the weird rocket things? Firebugs.
Oh, yeah.
Baseball bugs.
This place looks like a freaking war zone because it just went through a ridiculous storm.
Holy cow! How big was that storm?
Probably a squall line of some kind. But who the hell knows?
It's a 62-mile squall line.
Is that unusual?
I don't know.
Right. So these guys haven't gotten a whole lot of information that you're aware of, or that you didn't already have. They're not exactly in a nexus of any sort. They have been sending out parties trying to make contact with other towns in the nearby area. Some have come back, some haven't. They are considering picking up and moving maybe to Cheyenne or something, depending on what they hear about their status, but nobody knows.
Well, we'll tell them what we know that is going on that way. Tell them about
Frickin'
Cody.
aliens.
Yeah, show the body as proof. Excuse me.
I have no idea what you said because you were yawning.
Show them the body as proof.
Right. Yeah, that's going to get some attention.
Maybe hand it off to any medical people they have who, want to do additional stuff.
They can at least take it to whatever serves as their morgue here. And what you don't know is that after you leave, the UFO comes up to claim their own.
That's fine with me as long as I have left. Yeah, they haven't had any contact with the larger people.
No, not really. There aren't that many big towns around here. Wyoming isn't exactly populous. They haven't sent anybody as far as Colorado yet. They're still working their way down to like Cheyenne, Laramie, and Casper, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think we're heading to Casper next. If we're going to Cheyenne. Was that our next plan? I can't remember.
No,
Cheyenne,
we're going to,
Cheyenne Mountain is not in Cheyenne.
Yeah, we're going slightly different.
Cheyenne Mountain is in Colorado. In the meantime, Damien goes back home. and finds the place somewhat weathered, but otherwise mostly as he left it.
Mostly.
Pretty much as he left it. I presume you guys dropped him off in the truck. Who
Well, he's got the
stayed?
ATV.
Or, well, okay, he's got the ATV, so he just drives up in the ATV on his own. All right. Yeah, so his neighbor across the street pops out as you start driving the ATV down the street. He's got a shotgun in his hand, and it's like, who the... Oh, hey, you're back. What the hell? Some old dude.
Yeah, it's been quite a trip. Is he pointing the shotgun anywhere in particular, or is he just holding it?
He's just holding it. It's one of those double barrel things. He's just got it looped over his arm.
Yeah, things have got pretty hectic in Cody. By any chance, do you know what's going on here?
Not a damn clue. I chased off a couple of looters here and there, but otherwise, yeah, there's nothing happening over here. Except for that storm last night. Holy crap.
You still keeping that 2020 bingo card?
I gave up on that 3 days ago.
Well, you'll be able to tick off another box on that list.
Just going to start giving him the spiel.
Yep.
You guys are going to be famous, and you'll have no idea.
So I will suggest that... was it Charlie?
Yeah.
I'll suggest that Charlie, gather up all his stuff, his family, and get as far away from Cody as possible.
We're not in Cody. We're in
Well, I know Buffalo, but
Buffalo.
Cody's the epicenter, so as far away from Cody in any direction.
I understand now.
It's only a matter of time before whatever it is spreads here. We've encountered stuff on the roads. Where was it? Maybe less than 100 miles away. There was the aliens. The whole world's turned to shit.
It's a good thing you didn't have an alien corpse on the back of your ATV.
At one point I did have an alien bug though. So then Chandler's...
He does ask if you're planning to stay or if you're passing through.
Yes, I've met up with some decent folk. We're going to head south. We're going to try for Cheyenne Mountain. We've learnt a few things that we think, people need to know.
Oh, you're a PC.
When did
What?
that happen?
Who told you? You didn't know?
Well, it's not like you have the word PC hanging over your head in shiny green letters or anything.
But I thought that would have been obvious, as I only move in left, right, forward, back. I never go diagonal.
What? I've been rooted to this spot for 10 years.
That's because you're an NPC.
Then he starts, he's done talking, and he goes, "So anything else?" He's like, "So you're a PC. So you're a PC." Right. I've hit the limit.
Go through all the talking options.
All right.
So Damien's going to go get clothes, a change of clothes.
Now, hold that thought. All right, so everybody else in the truck, you guys spent some time talking to the locals, and everybody's filled in on whatever there is to be filled in on. They will put the alien corpse in the morgue if you request it, and they will agree to give it up to somebody that can maybe do something with it.
Surely
if they can.
there's a doctor in town, like a really old guy who's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut into it."
Maybe you need a veterinarian.
And he's like, "Who's the asshole who did this? This was a terrible job."
He looks fake. But what are you guys going to do after that?
I don't know. What are we gonna do in town? No, I have no real reason.
Trade for food. Trade for fuel. Do another refuel.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
I need to figure out how much you got left.
Yeah.
We have no idea where Damien's place is.
Oh, that's right. He did drive off without us.
I think you guys had about 800, 900 miles worth of fuel, so you're probably not too far into that.
I'm going to
I think
assume he gave us an address.
that would be wise, wouldn't it?
He probably would have mentioned the address at some point.
All right. So Damien, you go up to your door and find the lock, or the outer door on the front has been kicked on a little bit. Not to your surprise at this point. And you open the door and everything is basically as you left it. How did you leave it?
A mess. But he knows where everything is. It's his mess.
What kind of mess?
Just untidy. So his washings hasn't been folded. It's sitting in a basket on the probably lounge room coffee table. There's stuff everywhere, things that he's been working on and hasn't finished. The Xbox controller and cable haven't been tucked away. They're still out on the floor. But he'll go and find these apparent photos and stuff.
Well, he's going to have to search for that because he has no idea where that is, especially being untidy as he is. Perception? Or search, I suppose.
God,
so he's gonna be digging around for a while trying to find them.
Extra time.
Yeah.
So it takes him 2 minutes. If a search attempt is a minute.
Oh well, you got to cover that entire house. It's like a 3-bedroom thing. No, it'll take him a while, an extra time, but he will eventually find them. And yeah, it's in a canister labeled wedding photos, but it's clearly not the wedding photos. As you remembered. And about that time, the rest of them will show up at your driveway.
Huh. Nice house. I'm surprised it's not on fire. Because, everything else.
Bit big for one guy.
Wait till we walk away. Soon
Go
as
up
we-
and bang on his door. Hey, are you here?
And Damien shoots whoever it is at the door.
No, going for guns isn't his thing.
That's rude.
He
He'll
hits him with
shout,
a
yeah,
baseball
in the
bat.
back.
All right, well, what are you guys going to do from here? He found his photos.
Well, I'm gonna lounge outside around the truck because I don't want us all to leave it, go in there and come out, and it's like missing the tires and everything else.
Well, he does have a big garage.
So Buffalo, how do we get to the place we wanted to get to from here?
Cheyenne Mountain?
Yeah, so probably gonna go down to
Guys.
Casper.
Guys, break out the maps. Start looking over your routes.
I have
I
no
posted
idea
a
where it's
route
at.
in Discord.
The actual fastest way to get there, I-25 goes
We
all the
can't
way
go
through.
through. Yeah, we can't go through Denver, so we have to go west.
Well, to be
So
fair, you don't actually know what went on in Denver, so
I'm going
Did
to
we
avoid
learn that
difference.
Denver was gone? I thought
That's
that
what
was
we
the
heard.
case.
you've heard a lot
bad.
of things. One of those being that Denver was hit, presumably by
Let's avoid
something that
Denver
came
then.
out of the sky,
Yeah.
but you don't actually know what happened.
So
Wow,
Casper
11
to
hours. Well,
11 hours 41
11
minutes.
hours. I had 7 hours.
Yeah, if you went straight down, but we can't
Oh.
go straight down.
Well, what were you talking about then?
It's to Casper, then kick Camp West on.
I lose you?
Casper, and then down to Creston, and then Creston South. To approximately Newcastle, then taking I-70 through.
Okay, I do not see what you're doing.
Well,
Let me find
well,
the
you have to
stupid
bring up
map.
the map. Yeah, bring
Yeah,
up
I
the map,
gotta
actually.
road map.
Not that the map is stupid, just
Yeah. Okay, so Casper. And where were you going from there? Wow, okay, you're going way out of the way.
we have to. You blew up Denver.
Well, Denver is way farther south than that.
Well, don't worry, I'm still going.
Surely there's a faster way to get there.
No, not really. Because anything else goes through Denver.
Well, you're
Yeah,
gonna have to get
'cause
near Denver.
once you
How
get-
far out of Denver are you trying to stay?
We're staying away from Denver. If you go to if you look at basically taking Creston straight down to I-70, and then I-70 we're kicking off at Frisco, and then Frisco we're going south through Breckenridge, and from Breckenridge Highway 24 straight to Cheyenne Mountain. We're not going anywhere near. There's a whole mountain between us and Denver.
Okay, Phil sent a.
I sent the thing to you via Steam that Mark
Yeah, I'm
had
looking at it.
posted.
Did he posted? No.
Oh, that was on Discord, and you said you didn't have Discord up.
Well, he should put that somewhere.
I kept where? You tell me.
Well, actually,
I can't link it. Well, maybe I
can.
can.
Can you not? I can't get it out of Steam. Oh, no, I can. Which URL? Let me see if that works. That's better. So I can put that there.
Did work.
And then I can go here and potentially. Oh wait, no, it's going to get stuck in maps, which is probably appropriate. Where? No, it's not showing up.
If we want to do any skiing in Vail, we're going right past it.
Where the hell did it go? Oh, it doesn't have a damn name. It would help if it has a name. I can't find it otherwise.
Unknown.ping.
There, now. Now everybody can see what the hell we're talking about. Okay, well, yeah, that is a lot longer.
I guess you were presuming we're going to take 25 all the way down?
Well, well, maybe not all the way down, but I'm sure you're going to divert at some point.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's all through Denver if we take 25, even if you do the.
Well, I guess the real question is how far away from Denver do you need to stay? And
we don't know.
If you're being exceptionally paranoid, yeah, you know.
Yep, we're being paranoid. We're assuming Denver is like Cody.
Right, but okay. So the point I was attempting to make at some point is that Cheyenne Mountain is within 60 miles of Denver already, and so you are gonna have to get that close to Denver at some point.
Well, yeah, but we're not going like through Denver or anything like that.
So I didn't want you to go way out of the way and then ends up you got to get really close anyway.
I mean, we've got a whole. If we go through Breckenridge, we've got a whole range of mountains between us and them.
All right, so you guys are going to spend some time working on the navigatory aspects of your next step.
I'm going to doze off on Chandler's couch while they're figuring this stuff out.
All right, well, yeah, that's going to take a whole half a day to get there, going straight through.
Presuming nothing bad happens.
Presuming nothing bad happens. All right. What else needs to happen here? Anybody else got anything in mind other than sleeping it out?
Chandler's going to want to go through his house and maybe grab some stuff.
Yeah, he'd already said he wanted to pack up. And of course, he's got all his personal belongings here, so.
Yeah, I had mine, but you blew it up.
You know, I bet he has a bow.
He might not. I don't know if he has the skill.
He does not have the skill.
That doesn't mean he doesn't have one.
But he will gather all his camping gear and all that sort of stuff. Tents, ropes, climbing gear.
Yeah, shame you never went back for the Land Rover. Sucker's probably still sitting out there where this whole thing started. But yeah, you got plenty of spare parts for the ATV and whatnot. Probably another ATV in there that's taken apart.
Sorry, say again.
So you got plenty of spare parts for the ATV here.
Yeah, so if there's anything that needs maintaining, he'll do that, and then he'll pack some bits and pieces onto the back of the truck.
Food's no good. The fridge has long been out. There's no power. Except for anything, any non-perishables or dry stuff you had in the cupboards. James will down half a box of Rice Krispies.
And I won't notice because I dozed off on the couch.
Shane's looking at all this map stuff and starting to question whether it's all worth it. You really want to go all the way down there? Get that close to whatever? So, what would you say would be the plan at this point?
What time of day is it? I think it's pretty early.
It was still pretty early. You'd be pushing it to make it that whole way, but
well, you might just head out, see how far we can get.
Anybody else?
Yeah, y'all got awfully quiet really fast.
Fuel, get whatever fuel we can either get or trade for, and move on. I have
There's
nothing
specific
else.
I really need.
Yeah, more dog food. Resupply, do whatever.
Okay. So, you guys are just going to take off.
I'm not sure what else to do in town. We've warned the people.
That doesn't necessarily have to be anything to do. Not that I'm trying to convince you
I
of
think
anything
he's
at
trying
this
to
point.
convince us of something.
No,
We're
I'm
on
trying to
now,
process
buddy.
something.
And as soon as we leave, the whole town explodes.
Then we wait for everyone to evacuate, and once the last person's gone, then we leave town. Because that's how things work.
All right. Well, you guys are kind of lazing about and are packing shit up. You're kind of scattered around the house, I guess. Gathering things, figuring out what you can pack, what you can't. And let's see. Everybody give me a D6 roll. Okay. Chandler. Okay. And one for James and one for Shane. All right, so Damien, JP, and Shane are sorting some stuff out in the living room while Reese is out putting some shit in the truck, and Heinlein is racked out on one of the other bedrooms. And you hear somebody unlocking the back door to the patio.
Who hears someone unlocking?
The ones in the living room.
Right, so everybody but me.
Reese is outside in the truck.
Everybody but me and Reese. All right, Chandler, Wells.
So, going to the back door.
Yeah, go see what's going on.
Just gonna jump up and run over.
Have a look here.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna snore a little bit.
As you reach the door, it opens, and to your surprise, you see a familiar female form of the ex-wife.
Oh man, she's hot. Why are we still not together?
Because she's
got a
a
little
psycho hose
explosive.
beast.
She's a Cylon.
That's meta.
Why would you think she's a Cylon? Just because you saw a red light from her back the last time you had sex.
She is surprised to see anybody here, and then surprised again to see people more than Damien.
What are
And
you
she
doing here?
expresses that.
I'm killing you. And she pulls her gun and shoots you.
Damien will just mentally shout to John, "John, friendly fire!"
You need a safe word or a code word. Pineapple.
Groovy. Everything's groovy.
Whippoorwill.
It was decidedly not groovy.
She says that she got stranded on the way back here to find some more of her things that she left behind. She knew that you were going to be gone, so she thought that was a good time to go take care of it.
Well, I've already put all your stuff in a box. It's in the garage. You're welcome to go through it.
You rush out there real quick and light them on fire.
She says, are the wedding photos in there?
Dun, dun,
dang!
Damien sort of cock his head sideways and go, they might be. I haven't seen them. Why do you
are
want...
lying.
He is. Why do you want the photos?
So, that's the way you should
if you are,
why do you want them?
If you are attempting to make her believe something, that will be an influence roll.
I'm telling you, she is totally going to pull a boomer and shoot you.
So, influence. I guess it's just straight up IQ for lying without fast talking and stuff.
You know, I never decided what a good thing for that would be. IQ's not terrible. I guess that would make sense.
I think it actually says it on detect
Does it?
lies. It's a contest of IQ versus detect lies. I believe I've read that.
Make another IQ roll. All right.
She's coming right for you.
So, you guys are talking about the box, and you're like, yeah, the box is over there in the garage, and so she'll start heading that way, and she asks about the wedding photos, and you're like, well, I haven't seen them.
And why do you want the wedding photos?
Well,
Damien will say it sarcastically, like, you didn't want this wedding to happen, sort of thing. So why do you want the wedding photos? I thought you were done with this, and he'll sort of gesture, her and him.
Mom insisted on having a copy of some of them, specifically the ones with just me. So I came to see if they were here. But yeah, so but you're kind of getting the sense that she may be dueling with you right now. Like she doesn't exactly believe you, and you don't exactly believe that she believes you.
So Damien will sort of escort her to the garage where the box of her stuff is.
All right, so she'll get there and she'll start going through it, and it's like, yeah, no, not that. And like, no, there's no photos in here. Well, shit. Came all this way.
She's gonna grab you by the neck and lift you up.
I don't know what Mom's gonna do with them now, anyway. Geez, how many people are in this house?
Here come the aliens.
What'd you start taking in strays?
I do have friends. Even though you quite obviously ignored them on many occasions.
Yeah, well,
I did have a life outside you.
I have friends too.
By your command.
Yeah.
And as she says that, crap, no, that doesn't work. Hang on. I have to reprocess. Yeah, no, you guys were headed back into the house and back into the you're in the kitchen at this point, and it's like, yeah, well, I got friends too, and she points to the back patio, and you see, God damn it, why didn't I put that damn image?
You should have put the image there.
God, so lame. Totally wasted moment.
The wasted moment.
All right, let me start that over. You guys are headed back into the house, out of the garage. She's got the box. And so, well, I do have friends. And she's like, yeah, well, I got friends too. And she says something that you don't understand. And you see outside the patio, out the back of the kitchen, a number of those fellows who are currently about to smash through the back window.
Oh, no.
Oh, pumpernickel.
Cut to black.
Does that thing have a
Cue the
bow?
music. Roll credits.
Sweet.
It does
it's got
look
a
like
bow.
it has a bow. It's an
Ignore that.
alien bow.
Ignore
I'm
that.
gonna take the bow after we shoot it.
It's got a
Technically,
bow.
just although okay, so the session's over, but I will tell you that I found this image and it is way better than what I was thinking. So I decided to use it, but I haven't gone back in there to cyber it up and get rid of the bow because that doesn't really work.
It has
So
two
these are the same
branches
people we
growing out
fought
its head.
earlier.
Those are not branches; those are antennae, and those need to be replaced too. So, but my point being, this is the same thing that you guys fought before.
Ah, okay.
This is just a better image of it.
Dude, I think you were sleeping with a Cylon.
Right?
Or maybe you're a Cylon too.
Da-na-na-na.
We're gonna have to cut
Who
him open
knows?
and see if his back is all cybered up.
Maybe I'll start having visions of
Nobody just
a
buying
boomer
wigs
that you can't
and
see.
what happens.
Maybe you guys can't see her, and I'm just having a conversation with no one.
That would have been hilarious too.
Daniel, can
I
you,
wish
can
I had
you
thought
have
of
that
that.
happen? And it's like Wells is like, yeah, he's going around waking everybody up, going, guys, we need to get out of here. Chandler's about to go crazy.
There are probably ways to make that work.
About to?
He's talking to nobody.
All right, Benny's. Who's Benny's? I think I'm gonna nominate Heinlein for today because he really took it pretty hard with all that mind bending. Andy, well, technically he already got one for shooting Nicolas Cage, so he can't get another one. That's double dipping. But anybody else?
I shot Nicolas Cage. That sounds like
I
a
think we
song.
should go with Damien for all the awesome survival stuff, keeping everyone from getting lightning bolted.
He was doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Not
today.
everybody, just not you guys.
Everyone but us.
Got a second?
Seconded.
Done.
2 points.
All right, 2 points for everybody. And we've got one session left of this run.
Oh boy. That means I really should get off my butt and be ready.
Yeah, you probably should.
I have 11 unspent points.
Wow.
I really got to figure out what I want to spend my points on.
Yeah, I have 13. I know the feeling.
I can never save that many points.
Well, I've been trying to figure out what to spend them on, and I've been using skills here and there, but nothing I've focused on.
Sometimes it's hard to decide what a logical expenditure for that would be, other than just boosting your combat abilities, which seems kind of lame. On the other hand, if your combat abilities are less than spectacular. But hey, we got in an actual firefight with aliens.
I killed. Yeah, that would have never happened with a different character.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if you're watching this and you have questions, corrections, suggestions, or general hecklings, feel free to leave a comment here or find us on Discord. Thank you for watching. Olympus out.
Bye-bye.